Chapter 12-20. The Best Lyricist of the Year award was equivalent to the Best Male and Best Female Singers awards. As for Lin Xian, he won 3 awards. Wow. That's too scary. There's a total of 10 awards, right? And Xian got 4, and Lin Xian got 3. What are the two of them up to? I thought that an Xian and Wu Hongfeng would be fighting it out this year, but I didn't expect that poor Wu Hongfeng would end up as an accessory, ha ha ha. Lin Xian is awesome. And Xian went on stage to give Lin Xian another award. Next up, we will announce the Best Lyricist of the Year award. The winner is Lin Xian's Sunny Day. Wow. It's well deserved. It's definitely well deserved. This year's Lin Xian songs, be it the melody or lyrics, are absolutely impeccable. If it were anyone else, I would really be suspicious. How awesome! Lin Xian has won 4 awards. Lin Xian. Wow. His mind was blown. Why did he have to make himself the lyricist and composer of the song? If it were an Xian, wouldn't she have won 6 awards by now? Wow. Uncomfortable. Sob sob sob. If others knew what Lin Xian was thinking, they would probably scold him. You're uncomfortable? The ones who were even more uncomfortable were sitting below. This Mr. Lin Xian is really going to become a legend in the music industry. Nothing like this has ever happened in all these years. He didn't even join the music industry, but he took away 4 trophies. Lin Feng couldn't help but laugh as he said that. Ji Xiaohong said, but I feel that it's well deserved. This Mr. Lin Xian's songs have become a phenomenon this year. Now, anyone who walks around a bustling city for a few minutes will hear Mr. Lin Xian's songs. Alright, then let's announce the next award, Best Lyricist. Lyricist and composer were 2 completely different things. Well, next up, I will announce that the nominees for Best Lyricist are Zhang Xiao, Lin Xian, and an Xian. Wow. It's Lin Xian again. Just ask him which award he's not nominated for. He's invincible. Then who should this award be given to? Most of the singers in an Xian's Jilingshuan participated in the arrangement of the music. Of course, it was not done independently. It must be an Xian. Lin Xian prayed there. Yi and the others' mouths twitched. Wow. This person is so infuriating. Next, I announce that the winner of the Best Arranger of the Year award is. They hesitated between Lin Xian and an Xian for this award. But after thinking about it, an Xian was in the music industry and they wanted to make her famous. They really liked this young lady, so if this award was given to Lin Xian, it would be another loss. They could still make this decision, so they gave it to an Xian. Lin Xian let out a long sigh of relief. He was scared to death, scared to death. An Xian went up on stage again to win her 5th award. She was really excited. An Xian, this should be the first time you've won 5 awards at the Golden Melody Awards, right? Zi Chue asked with a smile. Yes, thank you everyone. An Xian nodded. Good luck. Thank you, Sister Chue. Then an Xian walked down the stage. Next up, we will announce an award that is purely based on data. That is the award for the most played song of the year. Please take a look at the big screen. Then the big screen showed the top 10 songs with the most played songs. Sunny Day was in first place. Holy shit. That's too exaggerated. What did you find out about the top 10 songs? They were all F*King written by Lin Xian this year. 9 of them are an Xian's, and 1 is Zi Chue's. But Zi Chue's song was also written by Lin Xian. Damn. If this Lin Xian joins the music industry, wouldn't he be crowned emperor? Didn't you notice that Wu Hongfeng's 2 songs have always been in the top 10? He even got first place in all the other small stations. Why didn't he squeeze into the top 10 for this award? Everyone, please take a closer look. Wu Hongfeng's face darkened, but he still had to maintain a smile. Wow, this is a bit too exaggerated, but I think it's reasonable. Then, we will give this award to our Xian again without any suspense. Zi Chue said with a smile. With the background music of Sunny Day, an XIN went up on stage to receive her award again. 6 already, Zi Chue said with a smile. An XIN blushed. Heavenly Concubine Z, an XIN tied with your record. Yes. Heavenly Concubine and Zi Chue said with a smile. An XIN hurriedly said, Sister Chue, don't joke around. Ha ha ha, it will be one day. An XIN then ran down with a red face. She glanced at Lin Xian and stuck out her pink tongue at him. Then, she sat there quietly. Alright, the next award is a very, very big one. It's a very prestigious award. The best single of the year. There are millions of songs in a year. It's really, really difficult to choose one from them. Then let's take a look at the big screen. Who are the nominees for the best single of the year? The big screen then began to flash one by one. The first song was Sunny Day. The second song was Angel in the Devil. The third song was Those Flowers. The fourth song was Sunny Day. 10 songs. The 10 songs that Lin Xian wrote for an XIN all dominated the charts. Gulp. Everyone stared at the screen with their mouths agape. F***CK. I'm really convinced. Wow. They're all an XIN songs. They're all written by Lin Xian. This Lin Xian is F***King Invincible. What is this called? He beat the entire music industry by himself. I'm convinced. I'm really convinced. An XIN's mouth fell open when she saw this scene. Wasn't this too exaggerated? Wu Hongfeng clenched his fists tightly. His song wasn't on the list? This is going to be interesting. Zi Chue couldn't help but laugh out loud. She especially admired Lin Xian in her heart. She couldn't even do this when she was at her peak. Lin Xian's record was probably unsurpassable by anyone. Then let's look forward to which song an XIN wrote to become the best single of the year. You can check it on your phones and let everyone see if they guessed correctly. Then, Sunny Day was crazily spammed on all the platforms. The results of this song were beyond doubt. Occasionally, other songs would appear, but they were instantly squeezed out by Sunny Day. Sunny Day, is it? Then let's see if this award is. Zi Chue said as she opened her card and smiled. I hereby announce that the winner of the Best Single of the Year award is an XIN's Sunny Day. There was no doubt. Then, an XIN went on stage to receive her 7th award. She had broken the record that Zi Chue had dominated for a long time in the music industry. An XIN, you've broken a record today. Zi Chue smiled. Thank you for your help, Sister Chue. I'll always be a junior. Also, thank you for Lin Xian's help. If it weren't for him, I definitely wouldn't be where I am now. Chapter 12:21. The next award, Best Male and Female Duet Song of the Year. This award was not as good as the Best Single award, but it was still a Golden Melody award. The winner was Lin Xian. An XIN's Choral C. An XIN's 8th award. The next award, Best Ancient Style award. The winner was an XIN's A Taoist Nun Friend. An XIN's 9th award was in her hands. Lin Xian was sitting in the back. The last one, just one more to go. Meanwhile, those people in front of their phones and computers had been deceived. Holy shit! A fight between the immortals? They were still guessing that it would be a fight between the immortals this year, but what happened next? An XIN dominated the rankings by herself. Was this the Golden Melody Award ceremony? This was practically an XIN's award ceremony. The only person who could compete with an XIN was Lin Xian, but Lin Xian was with her. Wow. Holy shit. An XIN has won 9 awards. The previous record was Zi Chue who won 6 awards. Not only did an XIN break that record, she even won 9 awards. This is a record that can never be broken. This Lin Xian is too scary. Wow. Begging Lin Xian to join the music industry. Begging. Tens of thousands of people are begging Lin Xian to join the music industry. Mo Min's comments began to flood the screen like crazy. Lin Xian, take a look at this. Yi handed the cell phone to Lin Xian. Lin Xian saw the comments on the screen. Tens of thousands of people are begging for blood? Let's see if they bleed. Lin Xian handed the cell phone back to Yi. Join the music industry? That was impossible. Was he free? Why would he join the music industry for no reason? Did he want to sign it? Did he want a name? Did he need one? Even if he did not join the music industry, would the name Lin Xian be famous? He already had a name, it was just that they did not know what he looked like. To Lin Xian, it was more important for him to improve his skills. What was the point of singing? Of course, many people made different choices. Some people liked this kind of life, such as an Xian. But no matter how she sang, an Xian would definitely step onto the path of cultivation in the future. Because even if it was the simplest path, if you wanted to maintain your youth and live longer, then you had to raise your cultivation. There was still one last award. Lin Xian did not know much about the Golden Melody Awards. He did not know what other awards there were. If there weren't 10, then who could Lin Xian blame? He could only blame himself for snatching an Xian's awards. As for an Xian, how should she put it? Excitement, anticipation, nervousness, and fear. She actually won 9 awards in one go. It was unbelievable. It was really unbelievable. Lin Xian was too amazing, but if she really got 10, would she become Lin Xian's girlfriend? She was really grateful to Lin Xian for helping her get these things, but she really didn't know what to do. What should she choose? What should she do? Zichue glanced at him and smiled. The next award is for Best Album Producer of the Year. Lin Xian. This award didn't seem to have anything to do with him. Although he helped with the album, he was only limited to writing the songs. As for the production, it was an Xian. So this had nothing to do with him. Next, I announce that the winner of the Best Album Producer of the Year is an Xian. When she heard this name, an Xian's mind went blank. At this time, the award seemed inexplicably unimportant to her. More importantly, on Lin Xian's side. Wow. She had really gotten 10. Did that mean she was Lin Xian's girlfriend? Congratulations. You won 10 Golden Melody Awards in one go. I'm afraid no one will be able to surpass this record. Zichue handed the trophy to an Xian and smiled. Envious? Not at all. Because she no longer needed to struggle. Now, she could even leave the music industry and choose an ordinary life. Because her status in the music industry could no longer be higher. The only thing she could do was continue to release her favorite songs, and let others like them. She had stopped accepting variety shows a long time ago because she no longer needed variety shows to gain fame. Of course, some people liked the feeling of reality shows, but that was another story. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you, Lin Xian. If it wasn't for Lin Xian, how could I be where I am now? Lin Xian is really amazing. An Xian smiled and said. At this moment, Lin Xian was extremely happy. 10 awards, waha. The girls were in his hands. Lin Xian and an Xian had been together for a long time. He knew that an Xian wasn't the kind of person to cheat. And he felt good. Look at Lin Xian. He's smiling evilly again. Lu Yufan nudged Yi with his elbow and pointed at Lin Xian. Yi looked over. Which girl had caught Lin Xian's attention again? The awards ceremony ended. This time, an Xian was completely famous. There was also another person, and that was Lin Xian. Previously, there had been discussions about Lin Xian on the internet, but now, there was no longer any noise. Hundreds of veterans in the music industry and experienced musicians were so positive and praised Lin Xian. How could a bunch of people who didn't know anything talk about him? Lin Xian brought Lu Yufan, Miao Xiaomiao, Zhao Yunqi, and Yi to a restaurant. They booked a private room and ordered food. Not long after, an Xian and Zichue sneaked in. Phew, We were almost discovered. An Xian patted her chest and took off her mask. Where's the trophy? Lin Xian glanced at it. I asked Sister Ling to bring it back. I can't carry so many trophies. They're too heavy. An Xian stuck out her tongue and sat down. Oh, by the way, I'll give you your trophies when the time comes. An Xian said. Lin Xian nodded. Whatever. I don't want them. You can keep them. Huh? I don't want them. Why? You can keep them for your collection. Lin Xian smiled. Then can I keep 2 for my collection? Zi Qiue said with a smile. Anything is fine. Lin Xian grinned. Amazing. Your song and an Xian won more than a dozen Golden Melody Awards. You've made history. Zi Qiue sat down and said. I can't help it. I'm just talented. Sister Qiue will definitely be better next year. An Xian said. Zi Qiue rubbed her delicate chin and said, Not necessarily. It's hard to say if I'll still be in the music industry next year. Huh? Sister Qiue, are you going to quit the music industry? An Xian's mouth opened slightly. Zi Qiue nodded and said, Yes, after all, I'm not young anymore. It's time to quit and improve my realm. If I don't improve my realm, it'll be too late. I've been in the music industry for so long. I've worked hard and gained a lot. When the time comes, you'll be the same. An Xian nodded. But I haven't completely decided whether it's this year or next year. To be honest, I want to live a less tiring life. Zi Qiue then looked at Lin Xian and said, How nice would it be to find a boyfriend and live with him? Chapter 12:22. Lin Xian was shocked. Why was Zi Qiue looking at him when she said she was looking for a boyfriend? Could it be that she was hinting? Ah no, was she telling him something? Lin Xian pondered for a moment. He didn't seem to have much contact with Zi Qiue. Was a superstar like her looking for him to be her boyfriend? There was something fishy going on. Zi Qiue was simply too beautiful, especially since she was a big star and a heavenly concubine. She gave people a special kind of desire to conquer her. She was the kind of goddess in the hearts of thousands of people. If you could conquer her, TSK, 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 just thinking about it made you feel very good. Hey, what are you thinking about? Miao Xiaomiao patted Lin Xian's head. Ahem, Lin Xian came back to his senses and said with a smile, Beautiful Qiue, it's not easy to find a boyfriend. There are plenty of men for you to choose from. Zi Qiue smiled slightly and poured herself a glass of red wine. Then shouldn't I find a boyfriend I like? Zi Qiue said with a smile. Sister Qiue, who do you like? An Xian asked expectantly. They weren't the only ones who cared about Zi Qiue's love life. The entire continent cared about it. If Zi Qiue were to announce that she was in love one day, there was no doubt that her Weibo would be paralyzed on that day. I don't know. If I liked someone, I probably wouldn't be single right now. Zi Qiue said with a smile. Yi asked, There were rumors online that Sister Qiue and Xiao Shang are a couple. Zi Qiue said with a smile, Xiao Shang and I are friends. But your relationship seems very good. Yi said. It's very good. He likes men. Everyone. Damn. The entertainment industry is really messed up. Why are there so many gay people? Lin Xian couldn't help but complain. Who else? Zi Qiue and the others looked at Lin Xian curiously. Lin Xian shook his head. No, I just heard about it. Luo Chenxi's boyfriend of 10 years was also gay. Lin Xian had never met a third person who was gay. He had never even heard of such a person. In this entertainment industry, TSK, the entertainment industry was really scary. Let's not talk about this anymore, let's drink. After they finished eating and drinking, Lin Xian and the others boarded the plane to return home. Don't worry, Zi Qiue and the others might have some other arrangements. After returning to Lin and City, Lin Xian first went to the Art Pavilion Corporation to check on the situation. As for the matter of Xian, his future girlfriend, he would wait for her to come to Lin and City before settling it. There was no rush now. In the Art Xian group, Luo Chenxi was sitting in the office while Murong Qing was on the other side. The two of them cooperated quite well. Lin Xian pushed the door open and walked into Luo Chenxi's office. Luo Chenxi raised her head and glanced at Lin Xian. His first reaction upon seeing Lin Xian was, he wanted to hammer him to death. "Hey, why are you looking at me like that?" Lin Xian looked at Luo Chenxi's expression and could not help but laugh out loud. "I really want to strangle you to death now." Luo Chenxi gritted her teeth and glared at Lin Xian. "Oh." Lin Xian then locked the office door behind him and walked over to Luo Chenxi and placed her on his lap. "What's the matter?" Lin Xian asked with a smile. "What's the matter? Didn't you know? I was leisurely eating, drinking, and having fun, living a happy life. You brought me here and made me sleep for only 4 hours a day for the past few days. Damn it!" Luo Chenxi hated Lin Xian to the core. Although she could earn money, she was not short of money. She was very angry. Normally, he could play as much as he liked and sleep as long as he wanted. But now, damn it. Then I'll let you relax, okay? Don't you dare. Lin Xian then pushed her onto the table and smiled. Then, an indescribable sound came from the office. Bastard. Luo Chenxi gritted her teeth and glared at Lin Xian with a blushing face. Ah, bastard. Why did she have to meet him? Damn it. Are you comfortable now? Lin Xian asked with a smile. Get lost. Luo Chenxi rolled her eyes at Lin Xian and quickly ran to the bathroom. Lin Xian then stretched. Sigh. He thought of Linya again when he came here. Knock, knock, knock. At this moment, someone knocked on the office door. The door handle turned but did not open. Murong Qing stood outside in confusion. Why did he lock the door? Lin Xian walked over and opened the door. He saw the beautiful Murong Qing in front of him. Murong Qing was slightly stunned when she saw Lin Xian. Then, she revealed a thought-provoking smile. Lin Xian was in Luo Chenxi's office and the office door was locked. What would a normal person think? Most importantly, Luo Chenxi was hired by Lin Xian. Since Lin Xian dared to let her sit in this position, it proved that Lin Xian trusted her. And now, the relationship between the two of them was self-evident. This Lin Xian was quite impressive. Luo Chenxi was a big boss and a big star. Although she had retired for many years, she was still the dream lover of many people. Lin Xian managed to get her? Luo Chenxi hurriedly tidied her clothes in the bathroom. Cough, cough. Why are you looking at me like that? Lin Xian coughed dryly. Where's Luo Chenxi? She went to wash her face, Lin Xian said. At this moment, Luo Chenxi walked out, looking very calm. I'm sorry. Maybe I've been working for too long. I need to wash my face. Luo Chenxi said with a smile. If you really can't do it, go back and rest, Murong Qing said with a smile. No need. I still have some work on hand. What's the matter? Well, I'm handing over some work. Come in and take a seat. Lin Xian touched the tip of his nose. I'll get you some water. Murong Qing smiled and looked at Lin Xian. You're a big boss. You'll get us some water? Of course. Do you want some tea? Sure. Murong Qing followed Luo Chenxi to the desk. Then, Murong Qing sniffed slightly. It was a strange smell. What's wrong? Luo Chenxi asked. Oh, nothing. Then, the two of them walked together and handed over their work. Lin Xian brought them some tea. As the two of them handed over their work, Lin Xian listened by the side. Oh, by the way, there's a very important question. Is Ye Xian Group maintaining the status quo or continuing to expand? Murong Qing asked Lin Xian, who was beside her. If we continue to expand, do we have the capital? Expansion is easy. Naturally, we don't lack the capital. It's just that if we continue to expand, you may need to find a person in charge. If not, it's fine to maintain the status quo. Lin Xian pondered for a moment. Let's maintain the status quo first. If the two of you get tired and quit, won't I be *king confused? Just remember to pay them more. Chapter 12:23. After Lin Xian left the art pavilion group, it was already dark. Under normal circumstances, they would have gotten off work by now. However, since Luo Chenxi had just taken over the company a few days ago and had some other matters to attend to, the two leaders might be busy for a while. Lin Xian lit a cigarette and sat on the steps not far away, thinking about life. Now, he might be able to consider breaking through to the Celestial Venerable Realm. However, the difficulty of breaking through to the Celestial Venerable Realm was not small and it would take some time. After all, this realm required a lot of experience points. Now, let's meet the girls first and then get ready to grind levels. Lin Xian then went to Linglong Shui and the others. At this moment, the three of them were eating hot pot. Knowing that Lin Yu was fine, they were relieved. Naturally, their lives were very comfortable. Little She sat on Linglong Shui's lap, her big eyes staring straight at them eating delicious food. She didn't know what it was, but she knew that it was delicious. Her saliva was about to flow out, but she couldn't eat it. Her teeth had not grown out yet. How could she eat these things? Seeing that Lin Xian had arrived, Bing Lingyue got up and went to the kitchen to get a pair of chopsticks for Lin Xian. Little baby. Lin Xian carried little She and played with her in his arms. Little She then pointed at the delicious food on the table with all her might and looked at Lin Xian with her big eyes. Her meaning was very clear. She wanted to eat, but they wouldn't let her eat, so she was begging her dear father to help her get something delicious. You can't eat it yet. If you want to eat it, you have to wait for a while. You can only eat it when you grow up. Lin Xian smiled and pinched her pink cheeks. Ah, little She then unhappily bit Lin Xian's hand. You little girl. Lin Xian could not help but laugh. He. Little Dragony can eat it. I'm happy. Little Dragony hugged a meatball and happily flew a few rounds. Little She was so envious that she pouted. You've grown up again? Lin Xian glanced at Dragony and noticed that she seemed to have grown a little. Linglong Shui nodded. Yes, I've grown a little. Then maybe it won't be long before it becomes as big as a normal person. Lin Xian said expectantly. Dragony being young also has its advantages, but Lin Xian still wants her to be a bit older. After all, she'll be able to do other things. Now that I've grown up, I can eat even more delicious food. Dragony said happily. You're eating quite a lot now. Ling Longyue could not help but ask. He. Lin Xian, I'm so bored. Let's go out and play after dinner, okay? Ling Longyue looked at Lin Xian pleadingly. She's a very proud girl. Normally she wouldn't be like this, but she's really bored. It was not fun for her to go out alone. Compared to Sister Bing, there was something different. Some time ago, when Linglong Shui was pregnant and had just given birth, they had been accompanying her. She had not had fun for a long time. Okay. Lin Xian nodded. Then Lin Xian looked at little She in his arms and asked Linglong Shui, Little She, have you gone out to play? Linglong Shui shook her head. At most, I've carried her around the neighborhood. I haven't gone out. Then let's eat together. This girl is still trying to eat good food. Do you know that the nai you're drinking is the one your father wants to drink? The three girls. Stinky hooligan. After eating, the few of them put on their clothes, and then Linglong Shui carried little She and walked out. They didn't go out to play too much. Actually, they just went out for a walk. They didn't go to places with too many people because they were too beautiful. If they went to places like the mall, it would be a mess. However, as long as Lin Xian was around, just going out for a walk felt very different. When they returned at night, Lin Xian naturally didn't have to say much. He went into the room with Linglong Shui. Last time, he was really screwed over by little She. Lin Xian didn't do anything to Ling Long Shui the entire night. This fairy Lin Xian was really craving for it. He had craved it for too long. No matter what tonight, even if this girl cried and made a scene here, he would have to push Ling Long Shui down. In his memory, Lin Xian and Ling Long Shui had known each other for so long, but they hadn't done it more than 5 times. Damn! When he thought of this, Lin Xian felt a little scared. The baby was already born, and they hadn't done it more than 5 times. One could imagine how much Lin Xian craved it. Little She She was lying in the crib. She seemed to be a little active tonight. She kept swinging her little hands and feet, refusing to sleep. Ah! My great-aunt, please go to sleep. Lin Xian looked at the little girl with a sad expression. Ling Long Shui's face was slightly red. Why don't you go and find Ling Yu? Ling Long Shui said to Lin Xian. If little She She didn't sleep, how could they do it? Although she didn't understand and they could ignore it, it still felt weird. What if this girl cried and made a scene in the middle of it? Would they really not care? Of course they would care. How should he put it? Actually, Ling Long Shui also wanted to be intimate with Lin Xian. She was different from before. Now that the baby was so big, would she still reject Lin Xian's needs? Of course not. But what could they do if little She She didn't sleep? But I just want to do it with you now, Lin Xian said, feeling wronged. It wasn't that Bing Lingyue wasn't pretty. Damn, Bing Lingyue was a queen. How could Lin Xian not want to do it with her? It was just that Ling Long Shui and his baby were already pregnant. Lin Xian just wanted to spend more time with her. He felt very guilty. Chapter 12:24. Xiao She She didn't really understand. She didn't understand at all, but she vaguely felt that her future was going to be very difficult. Of course, Lin Xian was just scaring her to help her vent her anger. This girl was too naughty. She was so young and didn't know anything, yet she was already so naughty. She would probably be even naughtier in the future. Good girl, go to sleep. Lin Xian grinned at Xiao She She. Little She She pouted her lips once more. Wah! Then she started crying, and it was the kind of crying that only thundered but didn't rain. Lin Xian? Wah! This little girl. Ling Long Shui hurriedly went over and hugged her, and she stopped crying in an instant. Fine. I lose to you. Lin Xian angrily pinched her little face. Go find Lingyue, we'll talk tomorrow. Ling Long Shui said to Lin Xian. Okay, then I'll go find little Icy. Lin Xian then glared at Xiao She She, opened the door, and walked out. After walking out, Lin Xian sat in the living room and bitterly smoked a cigarette. Xiao She She would probably take after him when she grew up, and definitely not Ling Long Shui. If she took after Ling Long Shui, she would definitely be a cold little tsundere, but now, she was too naughty. After smoking a cigarette, Lin Xian walked to Bing Lingyue's door. Her room's lights were already off. Then Lin Xian gently twisted the door handle, pushed the door open, and walked in. Bing Lingyue was lying in bed with her eyes closed. When she heard movement, she opened her beautiful eyes. Before she could get up, Lin Xian pressed her down. Whoosh! Her pretty face suddenly flushed red. Hee, little Icy. Lin Xian said and went in. Bing Lingyue. To be honest, she was already prepared for this, but when Lin Xian went in, her mind was still blank. How should she say this? Lin Xian could do whatever he wanted with Bing Lingyue, and she would definitely accept it. Xiao She She didn't allow you to touch Ling Long again? Bing Lingyue was being hugged by Lin Xian. Feeling Lin Xian's warmth, her voice slightly trembled. Yeah, I'll teach this girl a lesson later, Lin Xian said with a smile. Then, he slid his hand under Bing Lingyue's clothes. Bing Lingyue's pretty face blushed. Hee, little Icy. Lin Xian let out a naughty laugh. You don't move. Bing Lingyue S's, and Lingyue. Don't move. Why am I here? T. S's to you to Lingyue. Teet S have a teat, Bing Lingyue was speechless. Ding. Prince Charming points plus 100 million. Ding. Congratulations on completing the mission. Topple the Ice Empress. Mission reward, Heaven Class 10-star Martial Art. Ice Immortal Art has been issued. Lin Xian didn't care about the reward. Damn. This little icy is the best. The next morning, Lin Xian opened his eyes. Hiss. My waist hurts. Ah. My waist hurts. Bing Lingyue was in a deep sleep. Her face was still red, but she was too cute in his arms. She was the Ice Empress. The Empress of a generation. She was too gentle. Bing Lingyue felt Lin Xian's movement. Her long eyelashes trembled slightly, and then she opened her beautiful eyes. When she saw Lin Xian's face, she quickly shrank back. What's wrong? Are you shy? Lin Xian asked with a smile. No. Bing Lingyue gently shook her head. So fragrant. Lin Xian kissed her forehead. I won't be making breakfast this morning, Bing Lingyue said softly. Firstly, she didn't want to move. Secondly, she was inexplicably embarrassed to see Ling Longshui and Ling Longyue. Are you tired? Lin Xian asked with a smile. Yes. Bing Lingyue gently nodded. But, what else do I want to do? Lin Xian smirked. Bing Lingyue was speechless. But I... Lin Xian then whispered in her ear. Bing Lingyue was speechless. But... Come on. Bing Lingyue hesitated slightly, and then slowly crawled into bed. Half an hour later, Lin Xian comfortably walked out of Bing Lingyue's room in his pajamas. You. Ling Longyue was sitting on the sofa, hugging Dragony while eating snacks and watching TV. When she saw Lin Xian coming out of Bing Lingyue's room, she was stunned for a moment. Then, she pointed at Lin Xian angrily and was speechless. Although she knew that Lin Xian and Sister Bing had that kind of relationship, but seeing Lin Xian coming out of her room made her angry. What about you? Lin Xian leaned over and snatched the potato chips from her hand to eat. Dragony happily flew into Lin Xian's arms and happily let Lin Xian feed her chips. Ling Longyue was inexplicably angry. Sister is clearly beside you and you still go to Sister Bing. Ah. What? You want to be with me too? Lin Xian looked at the unhappy Ling Longyue and asked with a smile. Go to hell. Ling Longyue said unhappily. I'll make breakfast for you guys. Lin Xian then carried Dragony to the sofa and walked into the kitchen. Ling Longshui came out with little Shi in her arms. Little Shi was eagerly reaching out to the chips. She really wanted to eat them. You can't eat them yet. You can only eat them when you grow up. Ling Longshui said softly to little Shi. Little Shi pouted her lips. She can eat them when she grows up, but she will be bullied by that bastard of a father. Ling Longshui then walked into the kitchen. Aren't you going to see Yi Renbing? Ling Longshui asked. Of course, I'm going to see her after I'm done with you guys. After that, I'll go break through to the Sky Sovereign Realm. Lin Xian said as he cooked. When he saw little Shi, he leaned over and gave her a big peck on the cheek, leaving behind a mouthful of saliva. This made little Shi extremely unhappy. She kept wiping the area where Lin Xian had kissed her with her small hands and pouted her lips. The pregnancy of a dragon is very special. When a dragon baby is born, it will have a very strong power, just like Dragony. Therefore, during the period of pregnancy and giving birth to the baby, the dragon's strength will be greatly weakened and absorbed by the baby. At the same time, this period of time is also very dangerous for the dragon. Ling Longshui said to Lin Xian. But what danger can she be in? Lin Xian asked in confusion. If she wasn't worried about some kind of danger, she wouldn't have hidden the news of her pregnancy. Ever since her belly got a little bigger, she only stayed in her own place and came to my place. She never went to another place. Even the members of the palace below her 10th Fei God Temple don't know about it. Ling Longshui said to Lin Xian. Lin Xian frowned slightly. Could it be that she's worried about the 9th Fey God Temple? Lin Xian thought. That was possible. The Fey God Temple and the Fey God Temple weren't partners, nor were they friends. They were independent. In fact, the 2 Fey God Temples or the 2 Fey Gods might even fight. Chapter 12:25. When Lin Xian heard Linglong Shui's words, he fell into deep thought. Yes, Linglong Shui's words made sense. Who was Yi Renbing? She was a demon god, a powerful existence. But now, she just stayed in her own place, or even came here directly. This proved that she was afraid of something. In Lin Xian's eyes, Yi Renbing was a fearless existence. She must be afraid because she was worried about the baby. This was the only reason. Therefore, her pregnancy must have greatly reduced her strength. Let her stay here. It's better to have you and little Bing Bing to protect her. Lin Xian said. Do you think she might come here? Linglong Shui asked. What he said made sense. Yi Renbing was so arrogant. She probably wouldn't even admit that her cultivation had decreased, let alone come here. The heavenly island was her territory. But Lin Xian had seen the demon god of the 9th demon god temple go to the heavenly island with his own eyes. So, was it really safe there? I'll go take a look later, Lin Xian said. Okay. After a while, Bing Lingyue came out. When she saw Lin Xian, she subconsciously blushed. This empress was so adorable sometimes. However, she pretended to be as indifferent as before. Let me make breakfast. Bing Lingyue walked in and said. It's okay. You go rest. I'll make it. I've already started. Lin Xian said with a smile. Okay. Bing Lingyue walked away. She didn't know what she was going to do after walking around the room. Then, she sat on the sofa and watched TV. Lin Xian couldn't help but laugh. Her Majesty the Empress was truly interesting. He really wanted to press her under his body again. Very quickly, Lin Xian finished making breakfast. It was a simple bowl of noodles, but everyone liked it very much. Especially Lin Xian's seafood noodles. It was simply too delicious to eat in the morning. Those who didn't have a big appetite would probably finish the soup. Little Shi sat on Linglong Shui's lap, her face full of desire as she looked at the people around her eating delicious food. She didn't know what it was, but she felt that it was delicious, and everyone was eating happily. Lin Xian saw little Shi's big eyes darting back and forth between the few of them. He smiled and picked up a piece of noodles with his chopsticks and offered it to her. Little Shi, here. Little Shi's face was full of joy. Then, she stretched her little head forward and her little mouth was about to touch the noodles. At this moment, Lin Xian pulled back and put the noodles into his mouth. Yummy! The girls. Little Shi paused in place, her small mouth twitching. Here. This is for you. Lin Xian picked up another piece with his chopsticks and hammered it a few times before reaching it out. Little Shi opened her small mouth in anticipation, but just as she was about to touch it, Lin Xian retracted his chopsticks and ate it himself. It's delicious, but I'm not giving it to you. Are you angry? Lin Xian looked at Shi with a smug expression. Shi. The 3 girls. Wow. This Lin Xian was a beast. He's used to playing cheap with other girls, but little Shi is your daughter, your biological daughter, and you're so cheap even though you're your biological daughter. Aren't you worried that Shi will fight you when she grows up? Linglong Yu looked at Lin Xian and said. Then, she happily took a bite of noodles. To be honest, these noodles were super delicious. Little Shi, do you know how to eat? Lin Xian smiled and reached out his hand to tease the girl. Shi opened her mouth and bit Lin Xian's finger. Looks like she does. Linglong Yu couldn't help but laugh. This girl. Lin Xian pulled his hand out and pinched her little chubby face, smiling helplessly. But to be honest, this girl was really good at not crying or making a fuss. Soon, everyone finished eating, but Lin Xian was still busy in the kitchen. Why are you still making noodles? Ling Long Yu leaned against the door and ate some fruit as she asked curiously. I'm going to Yi Renbing's place to bring some for her. Then why didn't you make more just now? Ling Long Yu mumbled. Xiao Linglong, if you have time, teach this girl who only knows how to eat how to cook. Make more, by the time we're done eating, the noodles will become lumps. Lin Xian rolled his eyes at Ling Long Yu. Oh. Lin Xian then wrapped up the noodles that he had made. I'm going. Lin Xian said. Okay. They nodded. Lin Xian then crushed a bead and disappeared from where he was. Lin Xian felt that he was living an unimaginable life. He couldn't be called an emperor, but he was brazenly having a few more girls. Wasn't this an emperor? Imagine, one day, Lin Xian had nothing else to ask for and could only lie at home with girls. Wasn't this the life of an emperor? Damn! With a flash of light, Lin Xian arrived at the island. Mr. Lin Xian. The girls who saw Lin Xian all bowed. They were all super shocked. At first, they didn't think much of it, but then they realized that the demon god's stomach was getting bigger and bigger. Only then did they realize that she was pregnant. God! As for who did it, was there a need to say more? The girls here were all Yi Renbing's absolute confidants. It was hard to say about the 10th demon god's temple, so she didn't appear and just moved around on this island. Is your boss in the room? Lin Xian asked. The demon god should be in the back garden. Thanks. Lin Xian then walked over. Yi Renbing was sitting there eating fruits and drinking tea. There were a few girls serving her. She was living a very comfortable life, but her stomach was indeed big. She should be more than 7 months pregnant. If possible, the baby could be born in another month. Dragons generally took a very long time to conceive, but if the man was a human, then the human genes would still occupy a part of the pregnancy. At least under normal circumstances, the time of birth was about 9 or 10 months. Otherwise, it might take many years for the belly to grow a little. Yi Renbing looked up at Lin Xian, who was walking over. On the surface, she didn't seem to care, but in fact, she was quite happy to see Lin Xian. She just didn't show it. Yo, what's someone doing here? Yi Renbing looked at Lin Xian and laughed. Ahem. Lin Xian coughed and sat beside her. He put the packed noodles on the table and said while opening it, I missed you, so I came to see you and made some noodles for you. Yi Renbing looked at the seafood noodles. To be honest, she quite liked it. Chapter 12:26. Perhaps Ling Long Shui and company had eaten Lin Xian's seafood noodles a lot, but Yi Renbing had only eaten it once or twice. The rest of the dishes were made by Ling Long Shui and Yi Renbing. The taste was about the same, but it wasn't made by Lin Xian. She also liked to eat it. The seafood noodles had opened another door to her food. They were all noodles, but with some seafood added, the taste was too different. Have some. Lin Xian said with a smile. Yi Renbing gently waved her hand as the other girls walked away. Following that, she picked up her chopsticks and took a bite. It was still the same taste. Lin Xian sat beside her and reached out to touch her tummy. I wasn't there when little Shusha was born, but I'll definitely be there this time, Lin Xian said. Up to you. After all, you aren't important. Yi Renbing was indeed still the same Yi Renbing. I heard from Xiao Linglong that dragon's cultivation will be greatly absorbed by the babies when they are pregnant. Therefore, your strength will decrease greatly during this period, right? Lin Xian asked. Yi Renbing took a deep breath and looked at Lin Xian. She said indifferently, it will decrease. It's just a drop of 1 or 2 stars in the heavenly Tao. It's nothing much. A drop of 1 or 2 stars in the heavenly Tao was too exaggerated. 1 star in the heavenly Tao realm was probably equivalent to 10 stars in the Great Void realm. Furthermore, it would take even more time and effort for the Fae. The Fae had a much longer lifespan than humans, but when God opened a door, he would also close a window. The Fae's cultivation was much slower than humans. Ling Long Shui was still fine. Her race was nothing special, but dragons were more special. This was because the babies of dragons were probably at the nomological or domain realm when they were born. Then can you recover? Lin Xian asked. Yes, you can recover without cultivating. It's just a matter of time. Lin Xian nodded. I see. In fact, to a heavenly Dao realm, a temporary drop in one's realm by 1 or 2 stars did not pose much of a threat to them. If a heavenly Dao realm expert wanted to live, they would not die under normal circumstances. If a heavenly Dao realm expert wanted to escape, there was no way to stop them. This was especially true for someone like Yi Renbing. She was very strong, and she was also a purebred dragon. Her ability to fight across levels was definitely not weak. Even if it was weakened by 1 or 2 stars, it wasn't something that others could covet. The reason why she was so worried and careful was because of the baby in her belly. Now that the baby was so big, if something happened and she had to fight with the baby, what were the chances of the baby surviving? So all of this was actually for the baby. The two of them chatted for a while. Lin Xian looked at the noodles and saw that there wasn't much left. Lin Xian couldn't help but laugh. This Yi Renbing was about to finish her noodles without saying a word. Is that enough? If it's not enough, I'll make more for you, Lin Xian said with a smile. Dragons, on the other hand, have a great thirst for power during pregnancy. Perhaps such food wasn't very effective for dragons, but their appetites were definitely huge. During this period of time, Yi Renbing's mouth had never stopped. She paused in the act of drinking the soup. Darn it! She actually embarrassed herself in front of him. I'm not eating anymore. Yi Renbing then pushed the remaining noodles aside and subconsciously licked her red lips. Lin Xian smiled. I'll make it for you, my dear demon god. Following that, Lin Xian smacked his lips at her beautiful face before walking away. Yi Renbing, this supremacy didn't ask you to do it. Yi Renbing reminded him. Yes, yes, yes. I made it myself. Lin Xian walked away with a smile. Yi Renbing then brought the noodles over and finished the soup. It was too delicious. Lin Xian hummed a little tune as he made another big bowl for Yi Renbing. She had a lot of ingredients here, and she had everything she needed. She could eat anything she wanted. Yi Renbing looked at the big bowl of seafood noodles Lin Xian brought over and subconsciously swallowed a mouthful of saliva. It had to be said that in order to conquer a woman's heart, one had to conquer her stomach first. This sentence actually made some sense. Come, 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 my demon god. Eat. I didn't ask you to do it. You wanted to do it yourself. Yi Renbing emphasized again. Yes. Lin Xian smiled and nodded. Yi Renbing then continued eating her noodles. Do you have any news about the demon clan? Lin Xian asked. Yi Renbing's movements paused slightly. Even if I did, why would I tell you? Wah. Do you want to see me be persecuted by the demon clan and the baby be born fatherless? Even if you don't do it for the human race, you can do it for me, Lin Xian said with a smile. Lin Xian realized that if he wanted to make Yi Renbing let go of her reservations and arrogance, he had to give her a reason. Once he had a reason, she would tell him. Although she was still a demon god, she no longer attacked humans. In fact, she had already made her stance clear. It was just that she refused to admit it. TCH, if you die, then you die. It's the same without you. Yi Renbing continued to be stubborn. Oh, then what if the baby asks about his father in the future? What will you say? Lin Xian's question left Yi Renbing speechless. That's right, Lin Xian wanted her to think from the baby's point of view, so she lost. We'll talk about it when the time comes. Lin Xian smiled and continued to ask, just tell me, what's the demon clan doing? The demon god temple was separate and had nothing to do with each other. The demon god temple could do whatever it wanted, as long as it didn't do anything special. Then there was the Demon League. The Demon League was equivalent to the Emperor, while the 10 demon god temples were equivalent to the Lords. The Lords had nothing to do with each other, but the Demon League was the Emperor. It could control the Lords. Therefore, although the demon god temple was powerful, the Demon League was even more powerful. Even if the 10 demon god temples were destroyed, the demon league behind them would be even more powerful than the 10 demon god temples. Nothing much. If anything, it's more likely that the demon god temple is focusing on the Martial Divinity Institute. The Martial Arts Academy? Lin Xian rubbed his chin. The establishment of the Martial Arts Academy was indeed something. Even the demon god temple had noticed it. The power of the Martial Arts Academy was unimaginable. What's the specific measure? Lin Xian asked. Bing shook her head. I don't know. Maybe they have already suspected me. Ha! Lin Xian frowned. Maybe it's because I've been to the human clan too many times these days. As far as I know, the Demon League held a secret meeting and didn't invite me. At that time, I thought it was good that I didn't go because I was pregnant. But now that I think about it, it's clear that something is wrong, Bing said. Does it mean that you may be targeted by the Demon League now? Bing shook her head. It's not that serious. Chapter 12:27. Lin Xian felt that for the demon race, if they didn't trust someone, that person would be dangerous. Bing then explained to Lin Xian, the Beast God Palace is an independent existence. If they really want to shed all pretense of cordiality with me, it means that they have one more enemy, which is my 10th Beast God Palace. Bing paused for a moment before continuing. Every Fey God temple relies on the Fey gods to grow stronger step by step. It doesn't mean that every member of the Fey God temple is assigned to the Fey gods by the Myriad Demon Alliance. Therefore, the members of the 10th Demon God temple belong to me. But they are also demons. Bing said, therefore, if the Myriad Demon Alliance treats me as an enemy one day, more than half of the members of the 10th Demon God Temple will leave even though it belongs to me. This is very normal. This is also why I haven't appeared below during this period. There must be many members of other Demon God Temples among them. Once they find out, things will become a little tricky. Then what are you thinking about? Go and stay with Xiao Linglong and the others. They can protect you and take care of you. There's no need. Bing said calmly. Damn. You're here alone now. Let alone me, even Xiao Linglong and the others are worried about you. Lin Xian said helplessly. Do you think I'm a fool? Lin Xian. But I'm worried. Listen to me and go to Xiao Linglong's place at least for now. Bing glanced at Lin Xian and then smiled mockingly. Lin Xian. Damn. Seeing her expression, Lin Xian was annoyed. Don't think that you can order me around just because I'm pregnant with your baby. Sister, I'm not ordering you around. I'm just worried. Lin Xian felt very troubled. He was fine at first, but after this conversation, he was really worried. Anyway, you don't have to worry. Bing said. F***CK. I can't F***King control you, can I? Lin Xian rolled up his sleeves. Bing looked at Lin Xian fearlessly. What was he trying to do? Pa. Lin Xian slapped her butt. It wasn't a real butt. After all, she was sitting down. However, there was a part of her butt. Bing. Will you be obedient? Bing looked at Lin Xian as if she was looking at an idiot. Lin Xian saw the look in her eyes. What the heck? Big sister, can you listen to me? Lin Xian felt helpless. There's no need. Do you really want me to use my big baby? Bing. Her lips curled up. How do you use it? F***CK. Lin Xian grabbed her and released his spatial powers. He followed her to her room. Then, Lin Xian decisively took out his brother. Bing. Before she could react, this bastard. Then, Lin Xian hugged her head and F***ked her. Cough cough cough. Bing coughed a few times. Then, she licked her lips and swallowed the blood at the corner of her mouth. Lin Xian. Do you have more? Lin Xian. Wow. If she wasn't pregnant, Lin Xian would definitely make her submit. Give me some face. Lin Xian said helplessly. Then feed me if you have the guts. Bing's lips curled up slightly. At this moment, Bing's expression changed slightly. She walked to the rooftop. Lin Xian followed her and walked over. There seemed to be someone below. Xie Chui is here. Go and deal with him. Yi Renbing said. Beg me. Lin Xian said. All right, I'll go then. I. Lin Xian was convinced. He was defeated, all right? I'll go. Where's your demon god? Xie Qiu also stood there, his gaze sweeping the surroundings. Lord Demon God isn't here. We don't know where Lord Demon God is. A girl bowed respectfully and said. Xie Chui's lips curled up. It's fine. I'll wait. Then he sat there. Yi Renbing wasn't here? How was that possible? He could still vaguely sense the existence of a powerful force here. You. Xie Chui pointed at a beautiful girl. Come and kneel and serve me. That girl's body trembled. Lord Xie, this isn't the 9th demon god's palace. That girl then said. Oh. You're not willing? Xie Chui glanced at that girl. If it's Lord Demon God's order, I won't hesitate. I'm also a demon god. But this is the 10th demon god's palace. You're courting death. Xie Chui's power surged. Then, a group of girls gathered here. He wasn't afraid at all. This was the 10th demon god's palace. Even if Xie Chui was the 9th demon god, he couldn't be so presumptuous. Xie Chui saw this scene and sneered. Then, he retracted his power. Yi Renbing's people are really imposing. Under normal circumstances, would he dare to be so presumptuous? Definitely not. However, the main reason he came here was to lure Yi Renbing out. It was said that Yi Renbing was pregnant. He came here to verify if it was true. So, luring Yi Renbing out was the most important thing. Yi Renbing was here. At this moment, Lin Xian walked out. Damn it! He was a little light-headed. This Yi Renbing was a demon. He was gone, but she was still sucking. Wah! Xie Chui looked at Lin Xian and narrowed his eyes. Sorry, Lord Xie. Lord Demon God just fell asleep. If you have something to say, please tell me. Lin Xian sat in front of him and waved his hand. A few girls walked over and massaged his shoulders. 2 of them knelt down and massaged his legs. Xie Chui saw this scene and narrowed his eyes again. Who do you think you are? I am a demon god. Do you think you are fit to interfere with the matters between demon gods? Xie Chui said coldly. If this wasn't the 10th demon god's temple, he would have died long ago. How could he be so arrogant? Oh, Lord Demon God said that I have the same rights as her here. Lin Xian played with a demon god token. Also, I am her man. In terms of strength, I can't compare to Lord Xie. But in terms of status, Lord Xie seems to be on the same level as me, right? Lin Xian smirked and looked at him. Of course, he could guess why Xie Chui was here. After what happened, how could he come here so easily? He might have found out about Yi Renbing from somewhere and come here to investigate. He didn't need to do anything. He just needed to see Yi Renbing. Even if Yi Renbing's belly wasn't big, he could still sense whether there was 1 or 2 lives in front of him. At this moment, a girl came over with tea and poured a cup for Lin Xian. She wanted to pour tea for Xie Chui. Hey, what are you doing? How can the tea from this small place be worthy of Lord Xie's status? Are you looking down on Lord Xie? Back off. Give Lord Xie 2 ounces of melon seeds for him to chew. These melon seeds were planted by our family. They are quite precious. Lin Xian grinned. Chapter 12:28. Xie Chui slightly clenches his fists and then loosens them. This person is actually humiliating me. He is deliberately humiliating me. Why does he have this qualification? Even if he is Yi Renbing's man, no. At most he is Yi Renbing's plaything, right? Why does he dare to be so arrogant in front of me? He must have some kind of confidence. Confidence? Xie Chui thinks for a while and can't think of what confidence this person has. Could it be? He is not just Yi Renbing's plaything? Yi Renbing gave him so much power, and now that there are rumors that Yi Renbing might be pregnant, then maybe it is his. F***ck. Although he is very unwilling, but thinking of this, he feels uncomfortable. Lord Xie, if you have anything to say, just tell me. I will report to Lord Demon God. Lin Xian crosses his legs and drinks tea. Xie Chui tightly clenches his fists and then loosens them again. F***ck your mother. What is Xie Chui's identity? What is this ant in front of me? Now an ant dares to act like this in front of me? But I still have to endure. He, are you sure you can make the decision? I said, if you tell me, I will report to Lord Demon God. What does this have to do with me making the decision? Lin Xian says. You don't have the qualification to know this. This sovereign will only tell Demon God. Since your Demon God is sleeping, then this sovereign will wait for her to wake up. Xie Chui says with a sneer. Today, he must see Yi Renbing. If this Yi Renbing doesn't come out no matter what, it basically means that she is pregnant. Then you can wait. Lord Demon God is not on this sky island. Lin Xian says. TSK, didn't you just say that your Demon God is here? Lin Xian scratches his head. When did I say that? Don't you get it? I said that Lord Demon God is resting. Don't you know that I am implicitly asking Lord Xie to leave? Lin Xian sneers. You dare to chase me away? Xie Chui stares coldly at Lin Xian. Sure, I won't chase you away. I don't know where Lord Demon God went. Because she left, I'm here to take charge. There are some things that I'll do. Lord Evil, you can either wait here or come back after some time. It's up to you. But if you want to wait, please wait in the 10th Demon God Palace below. It's not convenient because there are only girls here. Thank you. Lin Xian said as he stood up. What if this sovereign doesn't? Xie Qiu also stretched his neck. No. Even if you are a demon god, you don't have the right to barge into the 10th Demon God's temple, right? Then this sovereign wants to see. Since your demon god is not here, how are you going to stop this sovereign? Xie Chui is not sure if Yi Renbing is here. So, he wants to see if she will still not come out if he kills everyone here. Of course, he didn't dare to kill her. If Yi Renbing really wasn't pregnant and came to the 9th Demon God Temple, the consequences would be unimaginable. He was just scaring her. Then, a powerful force surges out. Lin Xian takes out the token and releases his power slightly. Rays of light appear and shoot towards Xie Chui. Lord Xie, if you continue to be impudent here, don't blame me. Lin Xian smirks. Xie Qiu was also trapped in a ray of light. Even the power of his wrath was unable to break through it. Seems like you are still not happy. Lin Xian moves his mind. Lightning surges out of the light as it constantly bombarded Xie Chui. Yi Renbing has naturally set up a series of defensive measures in this place. This thing can trap heavenly Tao realm existences, but it is insufficient to kill them. Xie Chui half knelt there. His body is charred black as he gasps for breath. Lord Xie, you can't blame me. If I don't take action, wouldn't we be in trouble? I'll ask you one more time. Are you leaving or not? Lin Xian sneered. This feeling is very strange. A mighty demon god is being toyed with in the palm of a little trash like me. Release this sovereign. This sovereign will leave now. Xie Chui said coldly. Lin Xian then removed the enchantment. When your demon god returns, get her to come find me. Xie Qiu also said, and then his figure disappeared. He already knew that Yi Renbing was likely on the Sky Island. It was just that she refused to come out. Although it was vague, he could sense that the Sky Island had a powerful force. It was likely Yi Renbing. And if that was the case, Yi Renbing did not dare show her face. It was likely that she was really pregnant. Lin Xian shrugged his shoulders and returned to Yi Renbing's room. How was your performance? Lin Xian asked with a smile. Average. However, The lack of fear when facing a demon god is still passable. Bing said lightly. Then this matter now, Bing said. He must have come because the news of this noble one's pregnancy may have spread through some channels. However, it is not certain. Even if this noble one goes out or not, the news of this noble one's pregnancy has already been confirmed. Lin Xian stroked his chin. And there's no need for him to come here to confirm this matter. Because even if I'm pregnant, this bug is still a bug, so, Lin Xian said, so, he may have joined forces with other demon god palaces or been ordered to investigate by the Demon God Alliance. Bing nodded. So, the Demon God Alliance is already suspicious of the 10th Demon God Temple? Bing shook her head. It's not a suspicion. They're already preparing to kill me. Lin Xian frowned. Don't you mean that at this critical moment, they don't want to make an enemy out of the Demon God Temple? What if I'm pregnant? What if half of the 10th Demon God Temple defected? What if they conceal me on the Sky Island and kill me first? Bing asked. Then why aren't you leaving? Lin Xian glared at her. Bing smiled. I'm not leaving. Go and find Ling Long Shui. In fact, Bing didn't completely betray the Demon God Alliance. How should he put it? She never attacked the other demon god temples. She only attacked Xiechui because Xiechui attacked Lin Xian. As for the rest, she just didn't attack the human race for a short period of time. This was very normal. It was even longer than that. Then, the human race and the demon race ran on both sides. Then, there was Lin Xian, the human man. This was probably all the information she revealed to the Demon God Alliance. It was a bit far-fetched for them to conclude that Bing betrayed the Demon God Alliance based on this information, but they couldn't rule out the possibility that the demon race had some special abilities, or that Xiechui was behind this. But for Lin Xian, this was enough to make this demon god one of his own. Chapter 1229. At this moment, Xiechui had arrived at the Myriad Demon Alliance. A group of experts from the Myriad Demon Alliance had gathered in one of the halls. Xiechui then walked in. How is it? An old man asked Xiechui. We've been there. We didn't see her, but that human man is there. Bing is on the island, but she hasn't come out. So we can basically conclude that she doesn't dare to come out. She must be pregnant. Xiechui sat there and laughed coldly. He still liked Bing, but she was already someone else's woman. Moreover, he knew that this woman would never fall for him. So, he would destroy this woman. Betraying the Myriad Demon Alliance was a big enough crime, right? It was enough to kill her. This Bing from the 10th Demon God's Temple is too audacious. She actually dared to betray the Myriad Demon Alliance and secretly went to the human world countless times, revealing our plans step by step. An old man angrily slammed the table. The Myriad Demon Alliance had asked Xiechui 9th Demon God's Temple to send people to the human world to investigate. Xiechui did as he was told and killed all of his people. Then, he explained to the Myriad Demon Alliance that he wasn't sure who did it, but he suspected that it was Bing. There was no need to do too much. Just pointing some fingers at Bing was enough. Plus, Bing had appeared in the human world, and then there was the man from the human world. Say, if a demon fell in love with a man from the human world, would she help the human race or the demon race in the future? It was very obvious. Therefore, the Myriad Demon Alliance pointed all the fingers at Bing. Plus, Xiechui had done a lot of things on purpose. These people were already suspicious of Bing, so they naturally blamed a lot of things on Bing. Bing is a night shadow dragon. Her hatred for the human race is only because her parents died in a war with the human race. She took revenge many years ago, so her hatred for the human race naturally lessened. Plus, there are some special circumstances, so it's normal for her to betray the human race. An old man nodded. Then what do you think we should do now? Xiechui said, Bing is in charge of the 10th Demon God's Temple. Once the 10th Demon God's Temple learns that she has betrayed the demon race, most of them will leave the 10th Demon God's Temple. The rest is not worth mentioning. The main thing is Yi Renbing's personal strength. Night Shadow Dragons are orthodox dragons. They are extremely powerful. It's possible to defeat them with more experts, but it's extremely difficult for us to kill them. An old man said, "If she's pregnant, her first reaction will not be to fight, but to escape. We just need to completely seal off the heavenly island where she is. No matter how strong she is, she won't be able to break through. Then, she will be a turtle in a jar. The remaining experts will definitely be able to kill her." Xie Chui said coldly. We all know that. Whether Yi Renbing is pregnant or not, it's a fact that she has betrayed the Myriad Demon Alliance. For the human race, she attacked the 9th Demon God's Temple. For the human race, she killed the people of the 9th Demon God's Temple. These are all evidence. Then when should we do it? Xie Chui asked. Lord Xie, what do you think about this? Someone asked Xie Chui. Xie Chui said, I don't care about the other demon gods' temples. The 9th Demon God's Temple will definitely support the Myriad Demon Alliance. The other demon gods' temples don't need to do anything. The experts of the 9th Demon God's Temple and the Myriad Demon Alliance are enough. I think the sooner, the better. A long delay may lead to trouble. In case Yi Renbing realizes it. Good. Then, the Myriad Demon Alliance will send 10 Heavenly Dao experts and 50 Absolute Void experts to cooperate with Lord Xie to kill Yi Renbing. Xie Chui's eyes flashed. Then, first of all, we need to quickly set up a powerful barrier around the area. One that even Yi Renbing can't break. That's not difficult. The 6th Elder of the Myriad Demon Alliance is proficient in powerful barriers, but he needs a few minutes to release them. So, we may need Lord Xie to buy some time. Xie Chui nodded. No problem. Then, we'll do it tonight. On the other side, on Heavenly Island, Linglong Shui and Linglong Yu were busy. Yi Renbing ate cucumbers as though she was supervising them. Release one over there as well. Yi Renbing pointed in a direction. And here. Lin Xian and Bing Lingyue, who were carrying little Sheshe, stood beside her. Will it work? What if something goes wrong? Lin Xian asked worriedly. Don't you think too highly of the Fey God Temple and the Myriad Demon Alliance? If they are that powerful, why can't they take down the humans? Linglong Shui is already at the Heavenly Dao realm. Her spatial powers are unparalleled. Lin Xian nodded. Of course I know. It's just that. I can't help but worry. Do you know more or do I know more? Yi Renbing glanced at Lin Xian. Holy shit. Lin Xian shut his mouth. They will likely take action tonight or tomorrow. Since that Xie Chui is here, it means that they can't wait any longer. Yi Renbing's eyes shimmered with a glint. Then, you will have to obediently stay with the humans after this. Lin Xian. Yi Renbing hesitated for a moment before nodding. If it was just her, she wouldn't be worried. But now, with the baby in her womb, she had to obediently stay by Linglong Shui and company's side for the time being. This Myriad Demon Alliance sure is interesting. I haven't even done anything, but they are already prepared to kill me. Yi Renbing's lips suffused a sneer. That's why, in the future, help us humans. We humans are rather close to each other. At the very least, we won't kick you to the curb when you've outlived your usefulness, said Lin Xian with a smile. Humans are like that too. Lin Xian, I just want to live my own life. I don't care about anyone. Yi Renbing said calmly. Time slowly passed. Linglong Shui had been busy ever since she arrived. She only stopped late at night and wiped the sweat off her forehead. I'm so tired. Linglong Yue also flew down and took a deep breath. Thank you. Have some 100-flower wine. Yi Renbing took out the last of her treasured 100-flower wine. That's all? Asked Lin Xian. I haven't been to the fairy tribe for many years. Naturally, this is all I have. If it weren't for the fact that you all helped me, I would have enjoyed all of this for myself. Yi Renbing waved her hand and poured a cup of 100-flower wine for each of them. Then, it was empty. Ling Longyue took a sip, and her face lit up with satisfaction. Let's rest for a while. We might have to fight soon. Yi Renbing said. After about an hour, they were sitting there grilling meat. Then, a figure landed on the ground. Yo, didn't Lady Yi Renbing go out? What? You're back now? Xie Chui sneered. Chapter 12:30. Lin Xian and the rest were sitting there barbecuing meat. Yi Renbing was facing Xie Chui, and Xie Chui also saw Yi Renbing's big belly. She was really pregnant. He, Xie Chui, would destroy the woman he couldn't have. Now, the elites of the Thousand Demon Alliance were releasing a barrier in the distance. This barrier was very big, and it was to ensure that Yi Renbing wouldn't notice it when it was released. Xie Chui came over to attract their attention. It didn't matter if he pretended to be friendly or hostile, as long as he attracted their attention, they wouldn't be able to leave. Ling Long Shui and the rest turned to look at him. Xie Chui was instantly shocked. Where did these goddesses come from? Why were their appearances so shocking besides their auras? Who was that Lin Xian? Why could he be among them? Was he Yi Renbing's friend? Birds of a feather flock together. He didn't know Ling Long Shui and Ling Longyue, including Bing Lingyue. This was normal. Because he didn't have the capital and ability to investigate Ling Long Shui and the rest, but if it was the Void Fox, he would definitely know. Yo, there are a few beauties here. Xie Chui laughed, but didn't dare to go closer. Then, Xie Chui looked at Yi Renbing and said, Master Yi Renbing is pregnant? He was just wasting time out of boredom. A few minutes. Just a few minutes. How could they not know that he was stalling for time? So, Yi Renbing asked. Oh, nothing. Congratulations. Congratulations. It's not easy for you dragons to be pregnant. Yi Renbing smiled, then took a bite of meat and said calmly, Master Xie, what's the matter? I heard that Master Xie came to find me early in the morning. Nothing, as long as Master Yi is fine. What can happen to me? Yi Renbing chuckled. That's good. That's good. Xie Chui was actually a little flustered. Originally, he had thought of many topics to talk about on the way, but because there were a few more people around Yi Renbing, it was hard for him to say anything. Who are these beautiful women beside Lord Yi? Aren't you going to introduce us? Xie Chui asked with a smile from afar. Yep, I found another topic to stall for time. He thought that his plan was flawless, but he and everyone else thought too simply of Yi Renbing. Everyone thought that she had simply lived for a long time and had not experienced much of the ways of the world. She was not that smart. In fact, those people felt that they might have guessed it. Guessed what? Yi Renbing guessed that she was no longer trusted. But they definitely did not expect that Yi Renbing had already guessed that they would make a move immediately. Actually, if Xie Chui did not come in the morning, Yi Renbing definitely would not have guessed that they would make a move. But he came. He felt that he came to see if Yi Renbing was pregnant or not, and if it was safe to make a move. And from Yi Renbing's point of view, they were all exposed. They were all exposed. Oh, you should have heard of it, and you definitely know it, but you don't know it. Oh. Xie Chui raised an eyebrow. This lord has heard of it? It's that famous? Who is it? Yi Renbing's lips curled. You'll know in a bit. Xie Chui laughed in his heart. In a bit? You'll all die in a bit. Xie Chui looked at the time. It should be about time. Master Xie, aren't you going to sit and eat with us? Yi Renbing's lips curled as she said. He, you're eating with friends. Why should this lord join in? Oh. Then what is Master Xie doing here? Yi Renbing said. Oh, there's something else. Master Xie, say it. Xie Chui then coughed dryly. How is this barbecued meat cooked? Lin Xian. F***ck. This idiot couldn't find a topic to stall for time, so he said this? Amazing. Master Xie, are you stalling for time? Yi Renbing asked. Xie Chui paused. He, Why should this lord stall for time? This lord admires Master E, so I came to see Master E. Being able to see Master E for one more second is happiness. Xie Choi said with a smile. He looked at the time. 3 minutes were up. It should be about time. But this lord might not be able to see Master E in the future. Yi Renbing asked with a smile. Oh? Why is that? Is Master Xie going to be buried? The one buried is not this lord, it's you, and all of you. Xie Choi said with a smile. Master Xie, did you not notice anything? What did you notice? Xie Choi asked with a frown. Master Xie, did you not notice that you are surrounded by my people? Swoosh swoosh swoosh, one after another, fully armed girls appeared in the surroundings. Ha ha ha, Xie Choi laughed. They can stop this lord? Lin Xian saw Xue Bingxin and Xue Binglon. F*ck, these two girls were not that strong. What if something happened to them? Lin Xian still had feelings for them. Xie Choi then said with a smile, Master E might not know, but actually, Master E is also surrounded. Xie Choi then pointed to the sky. Lightning flashed. Swoosh swoosh swoosh, one by one, figures sped over from afar before landing behind the group. Dozens of people. All of them were Heaven Dao and Void. Come back. Yi Renbing stood up and said softly. Then, hundreds of girls on the Sky Island pushed to their side. Oh. Master E, are you afraid? Master E, you guessed that this lord is here to target you, but did you guess that there are dozens of Thousand Demon Alliance members behind? Xie Choi laughed. Yi Renbing let these girls come out to confuse the Thousand Demon Alliance members. She wanted them to think that she was only targeting Xie Choi. But when they stepped onto the Sky Island, it was different. And now they were not prepared. Yi Renbing, you betrayed the Thousand Demon Alliance, betrayed the demon race, and joined the human race. Your crime is punishable by death. What else do you have to say? An elder from the Thousand Demon Alliance pointed at Yi Renbing. His attitude was too arrogant. Betrayal? May I ask the Thousand Demon Alliance old fart, did you see this lord betray? Did this lord help the human race? HM? Yi Renbing said with a smile. You're still smiling? I'm afraid you don't know the situation you're in. Then, the sixth elder of the Thousand Demon Alliance released his power and a barrier appeared. This place is already surrounded by a barrier. You're already turtles in a jar. You can't escape. As for Yi Renbing's crime, this lord saw it all. The great dragons are pregnant with the vile spawn of the human race. I feel ashamed for you dragons. The sixth elder sneered. Oh so? Yi Renbing's mouth slightly rose. Then this lord wants to ask everyone. We can't escape from this barrier, but can you escape? What do you mean? Chapter 1231. In fact, when they came up, they had a trace of suspicion. Yi Renbing should have known what they were here for when she saw them. Her first reaction was not to run away. Instead, she seemed to be very leisurely and not afraid at all. That trace of suspicion was that either this woman did not react in time, or she did not react in time and was pretending to be mysterious, making them mistakenly think that she still had some tricks up her sleeve. Tell me, what else could there be in the 10th Demon God Temple other than the power of some formations she might have set up on the Sky Island? And she, Yi Renbing, couldn't cause any more trouble. Although that formation was powerful, it definitely did not have the power to strangle the heavenly Tao. So why did Yi Renbing dare to be so calm? She was pretending. Ha ha ha, Yi Renbing. Why are you still pretending in a situation of certain death? The price of betraying our Fey race is death. The sixth elder pointed at Yi Renbing and sneered. If she was not a Fey god, then it would not matter. But she was a Fey god. If a Fey god betrayed her, then she must be killed. A situation of certain death. Indeed, it is a situation of certain death for you. Yi Renbing said with a slight smirk. Still pretending? Go. Yes. Whoosh whoosh whoosh. Then, several powerful figures rushed towards them. Ling Long Shui's hair fluttered in the wind. Little Shi, don't look. Little Shi, don't look. Lin Xian hugged little Shi from behind and swayed, not letting her see this scene. Whoosh whoosh. At this moment, a mysterious space suddenly appeared in front of the figures that were rushing over. It was similar to a wormhole. They rushed in directly. Some people reacted and wanted to retreat, but a terrifying force pulled them in directly. At this moment, the world fell into silence. Void. Seeing this scene, those people's pupils suddenly shrank. Above space was the void, and the only one on the continent who could control the void was the void fox. This was also why space was said to be the strongest among the void foxes. They could already imagine what would happen to those people. Either they would go to a mysterious space where they would never be able to come out, and they might be able to live for a while, which might be good news. Or they would directly go to a space where they would not be able to survive. Void Fox. They pointed at Ling Long Shui. No wonder. No wonder. Everyone, how many void gates do you think the world's strongest void fox can set up in a day on this sky island? Yi Renbing looked at them with a slight smirk on her face. What? Those people's pupils shrank. Open. Then, Ling Long Shui's body's power. Around them in the sky, front, back, left and right. The group of experts struggled with all their might, but they could not escape the fate of being sucked in. If it was a normal battle, Ling Long Shui would definitely find it difficult to control the entire situation with her space or void when facing Heavenly Dao Realm experts. She could even suck in Heavenly Dao Realm existences. It was very, very difficult. If Heavenly Dao Realm existences did not want to die, they basically could not die. But who could they blame now? Ling Long Shui had spent an entire day setting up an ambush here. This was a completely different concept from releasing it during a battle. Therefore, their plan of beating her at her own game was indeed beautiful. The main reason was that the other party did not expect them to be able to do so. Void Fox. Basically no one knew that she was good friends with Yi Renbing. Lord Yi, save me. Xie Qiuyi struggled with all his might in an attempt to prevent himself from being sucked into the space. F***K, you're cursing the person next door. She did not suddenly appear in front of him and kick him in the face before returning to her original spot. Then, he was sucked in as well. The surroundings fell silent. They believed that victory was in their hands, but they never expected that they would be gone before they could even make a move. There was no other way. Ling Long Shui, who was at the Heavenly Dao realm, had spent a lot of time setting up her spatial powers. How could they withstand it? The entire island of heaven was destroyed into a mess, but that did not matter. It could be repaired with a bit of time. The main reason was that they did not even take action. How weak. Ling Long Yu said. You say it as though you did something. Lin Xian shot a glance at Ling Long Yu. Says who? I also created quite a number of these void doors. Ling Long Yu said. Someone is the one who really did nothing. Ling Long Yu rolled her eyes at Lin Xian. That did seem to be the case. Says who? I'm carrying little Shi. If not, your sister wouldn't be able to use her strength, right? Lin Xian smiled as he pinched little Shi's cheeks. Following that, little Shi whimpered and gave Lin Xian a bite on his finger. All of you, clean this up. Yi Renbing said to the people behind her. Yes. To Lin Xian, this was good news. With the 9th Fei God Temple's Fei God gone, the enemy that posed a great threat to him was gone. The 9th Fei God Temple was leaderless. The myriad Fei Alliance could not be said to have suffered heavy losses, but the loss of more than 10 Heavenly Dao Realm existences and dozens of Great Void Realm existences was extremely good news for humanity. Ignoring the loss of more than 10 Heavenly Dao, even the loss of 1 Heavenly Dao was equivalent to 1 less Heavenly Dao for humanity in the upcoming battle. They would have to deal with 1 less Heavenly Dao, reducing the number of casualties. Then, you shall stay with Xiao Linglong from now on, said Lin Xian. Yi Renbing nodded. Although she was proud, this matter did not allow her to continue flaunting her abilities. Now that the Myriad Fae Alliance had been killed by her, it was equivalent to her becoming an enemy of the Myriad Fae Alliance. There were also the enemies of the other Fae god temples. It was indeed very dangerous for her to continue staying here. If she was alone, she would have been fine. She was truly unafraid. Even if she could not kill anyone, she would cripple them. Was the Nightshade Dragon and the Orthodox Dragons a joke? However, she had a baby in her stomach now, and it was already more than 7 months old. However, Xiao Linglong's place has 3 bedrooms and a living room. Lin Xian stroked his chin before looking at Ling Longyue. Ling Longyue. All right. I got it. Ling Longyue scratched her tiny head. How sensible. Lin Xian said with a smile. Ling Longyue rolled her eyes. Why don't I go somewhere else? Said Bing Lingyue. Then, Bing Lingyue continued, Yu is from the Void Fox race after all. Although her strength is inferior to Linglong's, her spatial dimension is indeed formidable. If there's an emergency, she can actually do more than me. Bing Lingyue said very rationally. Lin Xian pondered for a moment. All right. Then, you can stay with me. Now that my sister has left, there's no one at home. You can stay there. Chapter 1232. Thinking of Linya, Lin Xian sighed again. Although she might not have any friends to live with her for the time being, Lin Xian would be able to stay there more often. It would be very comfortable. If one day, Linya came back when Lin Xian wasn't around, or if she came back purely because she had something to do, she would definitely tell Bing Lingyue something if she could meet her. Bing Lingyue nodded. Okay. Someone might just want to do something bad. Ling Longyu muttered unhappily. You say it as if I can't do anything bad if you live together. Lin Xian grinned. That seemed to be the case. What about the monster god temple? Lin Xian asked. Yi Renbing said, Those who should leave will leave. Those who don't will stay here. Yi Renbing looked at Xue Bingxin and said, Xue Bingxin, take this. Xue Bingxin took the token that Yi Renbing threw to her. Give this to the 10th Monster God Temple's Grand Elder and let him take charge. Yes. Xue Bingxin bowed and walked away. Yi Renbing might not trust others, but she trusted the Grand Elder very much. He had followed her for many years. He did not follow the Monster God Temple, nor the Monster God Temple. He followed Yi Renbing. Let's go then. Linglong Xue said. Yi Renbing hesitated. I have a good friend. Yi Renbing thought of the sky rainbow flower. The sky rainbow flower? Linglong Xue knew her well. Although the sky rainbow flower was a plant, it had gained sentience. It was really good friends with Yi Renbing. Lin Xian asked, Are you worried about leaving it here? Yi Renbing shook her head. It's not that I'm worried. I just don't think it's a good idea to leave it here. Forget it, it's fine. After all, it has lived here for so many years. After this incident, the Myriad Demon Alliance will probably still be wary of Linglong's void power and won't do anything for a while. After all, they don't want to suffer heavy losses before they face the human race. Lin Xian also nodded. It's good that you're okay. Let's go then. All right. Shua, then, they disappeared and appeared at the place where Linglong Xue and the others lived. Yi Renbing looked at the house and secretly praised it. I'm not used to living in such a small place even though I have such a big place. Then, she sat on the sofa. Lin Xian hugged Shika and sat beside her. But you have friends. I'll go tidy up the room. Then, Bing Lingyue went back to her room. That's all for now. Lin Xian placed Shika in Linglong Xue's arms. The girl then went to find Nai Nai to drink. Soon, Bing Lingyue finished tidying up the place. Then I'll take little Bing Bing back first. Lin Xian said. Go back and rest early. Linglong Xue said. Let's go. Then, Lin Xian walked away with Bing Lingyue. Bing Lingyue had a bad feeling about this. It was the feeling of a little rabbit going to the big bad wolf's house. How should she put it? At least she had Ling Long Shui and Ling Long Shui here. Lin Xian couldn't do whatever he wanted. But when she went to Lin Xian's place, with only the two of them, she felt it was over. On the way, Lin Xian held Bing Lingyue's hand. Little Bing Bing. Yes. Bing Lingyue looked at Lin Xian. There's a clothing store in front. Do you want to buy some special clothes? Lin Xian smirked. Bing Lingyue was speechless. I'm not buying, she said. Ha ha ha. Lin Xian couldn't help but laugh. Looking at the queen's blushing face, it was really interesting. Lin Xian was just teasing her. But every man had this kind of hobby. If Lin Xian was more forceful, Bing Lingyue wouldn't reject him. But Lin Xian was just joking. If I'm not there, you might have to live there alone. I can't think of any friends who can accompany you. Lin Xian. Bing Lingyue nodded. It doesn't matter. I can find Ling Long and the others. It's just that we don't have to sleep in the same house. I can continue to be with them during the day or before bed at night. It's not a big deal. Lin Xian nodded. Yes, as long as you don't have any problems. Let's go home and do some work. Back at home, Bing Lingyue was bullied to death by Lin Xian. Balcony, kitchen, living room, bathroom. That was the most impudent Lin Xian had ever been. Because no one else cared about him. There was only him and Bing Lingyue in the house. And Bing Lingyue was very, very obedient. Damn. Wasn't this King blissful? The next morning, Lin Xian opened his eyes. Bing Lingyue was in a deep sleep. She was in a deep sleep because Lin Xian had really tormented her. Lin Xian wanted to give her a peck on the cheek, but he suddenly thought of her face last night. Forget it, forget it. Let's not kiss. Lin Xian didn't want to eat his own offspring. Humming a tune, Lin Xian took a shower and then went to the kitchen to make breakfast for Bing Lingyue and Ling Long Shui and the others. Bing Lingyue had already woken up and showered last night. Let's have breakfast. After breakfast, I'll send it to them, Lin Xian said. Okay. After sending breakfast, Lin Xian played with little Shi for a while and then left. There was still work to do. That's right, an Xian had returned to Lin and City and was now at Miao Xiao Miao's place. Lin Xian sent an Xian a message and asked her to invite her to a restaurant. An Xian was very happy. Lin Xian ordered the food. Someone knocked on the door and an Xian poked her head in wearing sunglasses and a cap. Come in. Lin Xian said with a smile. Then, an Xian, Miao Xiaomiao, Zhao Yunqi, Lu Yufan, and Yi walked in together. Lin Xian? No. It wasn't an Xian alone? Lin Xian sent an Xian a message to invite her to a meal. However, an Xian didn't think that she would be the only one invited, so they came together. Wow. Lin Xian didn't feel good. He was thinking of asking an Xian out alone and confessing to her. After completing the mission, he would receive the mission reward. How comfortable would that be? This girl actually brought so many third wheels. Damn it. Lin Xian, you ordered so little food. Miao Xiaomiao came over to take a look. Lin Xian touched the tip of his nose. What should he say? Should he tell them that he only invited an Xian alone? He would be killed if he did that. Oh, there's still a lot of food that hasn't been served yet. You guys eat first. I'm going to the washroom. After saying that, Lin Xian hurriedly slipped out. That's right, he slipped out and was about to order more food. Then, a woman's figure attracted Lin Xian's attention. Zhao Mengyue. Chapter 1233. Although it was only her side profile and she seemed to have changed a little, only Zhao Mengyue could give Lin Xian such a flirtatious aura. Although Lin Xian was close to the heavenly venerable realm, he definitely wouldn't attack Zhao Mengyue here. The reason was simple. First, whether he could catch her was a problem. Second, if he attacked here and caused a war, Lin Xian would be the main culprit. Although Lin Xian missed Linya very much, Lin Xian knew that Linya would be fine. So, he was much more rational. If Lin Xian didn't know whether Linya would be fine or not, then Lin Xian would definitely be irrational. No. From the moment Linya disappeared until now, Lin Xian wouldn't be rational. He will even go crazy, he will do all the things you can imagine. Zhao Mengyue came over to pack a few dishes. After picking them up, she turned her head and looked at Lin Xian. Lin Xian also saw her clearly. It was indeed her. Zhao Mengyue's lips curled up slightly, then she turned around and walked out quickly. On the street outside, Zhao Mengyue stopped and turned to look at Lin Xian. Young Master Lin, how many times has it been? You're always like this. Where's my sister? Lin Xian asked. Your sister is fine. Why? Do you want to see her? Lin Xian frowned. Where is she? Zhao Mengyue laughed. Do you believe that even if I tell your sister that you want to see her, she won't want to see you? Lin Xian clenched his fists. What was the most infuriating thing? The most infuriating thing was that under the investigation of the Eye of Cave Spirit, Zhao Mengyue was actually in the heavenly venerable realm. Why the F***CK? Fine. It was reasonable. After all, he hadn't improved his realm for half a year, and he rarely went out in the city. However, Zhao Mengyue's realm improved faster than Duan Lingxiao's? And oh! The corners of Zhao Mengyue's mouth curled up as she looked at Lin Xian. You should thank me. Thank you for what? Thank you for turning your sister from a mediocre arcane body realm martial artist into the current absolute void realm. Lin Xian furrowed his brows. That mysterious expert had said that this was Lin Ya's good fortune. But now, Linya had reached the great virtual realm? Why? How did he do it? Why did this happen? What did she go through? Would it be painful? Lin Xian, the next time we meet, we might have to fight. And the next time we meet, you definitely won't be my match. But I really like you. I might kill anyone else, but you. I'll consider sparing your life. Also, don't look for me again. You won't be able to find me. Also, don't provoke me because your sister is in my hands. After saying that, Zhao Mengyue swaggered forward. Ka, Lin Xian clenched his fists, then loosened them. Lin Xian breathed a sigh of relief. If that was the case, this Zhao Mengyue was just a tool to improve Linya, then Lin Xian wouldn't be too worried. But he couldn't see Linya, and she had somehow reached the great virtual realm? Wouldn't Lin Xian be worried? Yes. This was indeed a good fortune, but Lin Xian didn't know if Linya had suffered. Sigh. Lin Xian sighed. I'm so angry. Just you fucking wait. Lin Xian gritted his teeth. Then, Lin Xian turned and walked away. It was very strange. What did this Zhao Mengyue do? How could she reach this point? She could even give Linya good fortune. It was very strange. When he returned to the private room, the girls were laughing and chatting. Lin Xian, the Martial Arts Academy's second enrollment is coming soon. We're all going. Lu Yufan said to Lin Xian. Lu Yufan and Yi Yi were no longer the flower vases from before. Both of them were at least in the low realm now. Perhaps because of their attributes, they couldn't become top martial artists like Ling Ying, but they were definitely not bad either. Moreover, they only needed time. As long as they were willing to work hard, their actual combat ability wouldn't be low. Miao Xiaomiao was much more powerful. Her hard work was something Lin Xian had never seen before, but she had also given up a lot. Because of Lin Xian and Miao Zhenghao, she had given up the opportunity to enter the Martial Arts Academy last time. But this time, she had to work hard too. Now, Miao Xiaomiao was already 15 years old. She was no longer the little girl from before. This girl was slowly growing up. Sure, but the Martial Arts Academy's assessment is very cruel, Lin Xian reminded her. I know. An Exian bit her lip and said, What about you? Lin Xian asked with a smile. An Exian looked at Lin Xian and asked, Lin Xian, do you think I should go and cultivate now? Do you? Lin Xian asked. Yes. Then go and cultivate. Lin Xian knew that this girl was hesitating between cultivation and her career. Both were very important. Follow your heart. Your family is also a big family. It won't be too difficult to increase your realm, but it might not be very strong, Lin Xian said. I know. I'll make a statement tomorrow and withdraw from the entertainment industry, and Xin clenched her fists and said. Actually, she had been hesitating before. Then, she won 10 Golden Melody Awards. It should have been the peak of her career, but she felt that it was a perfect end to her career. So many people around Lin Xian were working hard to cultivate. She couldn't fall behind. What was the use of only knowing how to sing? Lu Yufan, Yi Yi, and the others were very strong. Miao Xiaomiao was strong too. Zhao Yunqi wasn't strong, but she was already working hard to improve. Also, she was very smart. She could invent many things for Lin Xian to make money. Thinking about herself. Ugh. She was so useless. Are you sure? Lin Xian looked at an Xin in surprise. An Xin nodded. Yes, I have many friends here. I like this kind of life. I also want to improve my own strength. They looked at an Xin. An Xin then looked at Zhao Yunqi and said, I'll work hard to cultivate with Qi and strive to improve as soon as possible. Zhao Yunqi nodded her head vigorously. Lin Xian nodded. Okay. If you want to cultivate, go find Bai Xian. Ah. Who's Bai Xian? Lin Xian smiled and said, It's that person in the group with the username, Big Sister. You guys can chat with her privately. Okay. Lin Xian thought for a moment. Bai Xian should be able to help them. Also, there was the 9-colored Holy Lotus there. Their realms were so low. With the help of the 9-colored Holy Lotus, they wouldn't have to go kill monsters. At the very least, their realms would be very, very fast. Even if they went out to fight, Bai Xian would definitely protect them. If he didn't have time, he would definitely send an Azura Palace member. Next, it was time for Lin Xian to develop the Azura Palace. Morong Qing's research on the attribute increasing medicine had been completed. Chapter 1234. After Lin Xian finished his meal with the girls, they asked Lin Xian to hang out with them. However, Lin Xian said that he had something to do. There would be a press conference tomorrow and he had to prepare for it. After that, the girls went off to have fun by themselves. Lin Xian arrived at the Yaxian group. It was already dark and it was not very early. Most of the employees of the Yaxian group had gotten off work. Of course, there were some who were working overtime, including Luo Chenxi and Morong Qing. Ah! Luo Chenxi stretched herself and ended all her work for the day. Just then, Lin Xian pushed the door open and walked in. She stopped pouring water and looked at Lin Xian. What the F***ck are you doing here? Luo Chenxi saw that Lin Xian was full of resentment and could not help but swear. Lin Xian locked the door from the inside. Luo Chenxi. At this moment, she really wanted to curse. Then, Lin Xian pushed her against the wall with a smirk. I give up. I really give up. Luo Chenxi tidied up her clothes. She gritted her teeth and glared at Lin Xian angrily. He. Lin Xian smirked. I see that you are very tired after working for the whole day. I want to give you a break. Lin Xian grinned. Get lost. Luo Chenxi rolled her eyes. I said, just agree to be my girlfriend. Lin Xian sat on the chair with Luo Chenxi on his lap. Then, Lin Xian started to be naughty. How many girlfriends have you had? Luo Chenxi asked. 7 or 8. Luo Chenxi. You wish. Lin Xian smiled and said, We're already like this. Don't tell me you're still thinking of abandoning me for another man? Why not? Luo Chenxi flipped her hair casually. Say that again. Why not? Lin Xian then pressed her down on the table. Luo Chenxi revealed a horrified expression. You. 20 minutes later. Say that again. Lin Xian's lips curled into a smile. I was wrong. Stop. Luo Chenxi was on the verge of tears. Then do you agree? Lin Xian was even faster. Luo Chenxi. Okay, I'll agree, okay? Luo Chenxi really wanted to cry. Ding. Congratulations on completing the mission. Successful confession to Luo Chenxi. Random domain, realm weakening domain, has been unlocked. Lin Xian raised his eyebrows. This domain seemed to be something. Then, Lin Xian threw her aside. Luo Chenxi, just you wait. Lin Xian smiled. Clean it up. Luo Chenxi, you. Really, why is my life so bitter? First, I met a gay. Then, I met a shameless pervert. Luo Chenxi's GUI was there. As for Lin Xian, he was carefully sensing the domain he had obtained. Realm Weakening Domain. It's definitely a top-notch domain. Because this domain has the most exaggerated effect, it ignores Realm. The current effect is to activate this domain. This domain isn't an independent domain. It's different from Xiao Yun's dark domain. When Lin Xian activates the domain, it will always be within 100 meters of Lin Xian. In other words, when you fight with Lin Xian, you will definitely be in Lin Xian's domain. And once you're in Lin Xian's domain, your realm will be weakened by 2 stars. Yes, it's currently weakened by 2 stars. It can even be upgraded. When it's upgraded to the Heavenly Venerable Realm, it will definitely weaken by 3 stars. This domain isn't strong, and it ignores Realm. Lin Xian is now at the 10-star domain realm. If you let Linglong Shui come over, her realm will also be weakened. Her Heavenly Dao realm will also be weakened. Therefore, this domain's effects are even more exaggerated in higher-level battles. It's a very useful domain. Furthermore, it can be used on more than one person. As long as you enter this domain, as long as Lin Xian wants someone to weaken, that person will be weakened. Furthermore, it's a forceful reduction, regardless of your realm. Lin Xian shuddered. Luo Chenxi's petite body suddenly paused. After a few seconds, she hurriedly ran to the bathroom. Lin Xian revealed a naughty smile. Comfortable, comfortable. My entire body feels comfortable. Soon, she walked out with her face flushed red. The way she looked at Lin Xian was filled with resentment. She was a goddess-level girl. Countless people should be fawning over her. She should be rearing fish and raising spare tires, enjoying the feeling of being sought after. But now, she was being bullied by a man to such an extent. Knock, knock, knock. At this moment, someone knocked on the office door. Luo Chenxi's petite body trembled. At this time, it must be Murong Qing. Her relationship with Lin Xian was probably already known by this smart woman. Lin Xian hurriedly walked over to open the door. Murong Qing turned the handle and realized that it was locked. She knew that Lin Xian was definitely here. As for why, she did not need to guess. Lin Xian's head hurt. He was still unable to win over Murong Qing. Good evening, Big Boss Lin. Murong Qing's lips curled as she looked at Lin Xian and said, "Cough, cough, cough. Don't fool around." Murong Qing then handed the document to Lin Xian and said, "The Attribute Increasing Medicine project has been completed. What do you have to say?" "We'll hold a press conference early tomorrow morning." Lin Xian. "Is it that urgent?" "It's about time. The experts will still need some time to conduct a loyalty test," Lin Xian said. Actually, Murong Qing thought for a moment and said, "The Attribute Increasing Medicine is to attract experts from all walks of life to join the Azura Palace and become a member of our forces. Their loyalty may be important, but we have to think clearly. To both of us, this is more like a working relationship. They work for us, and we give them the Attribute Increasing Medicine, right?" Lin Xian nodded. "Yes, what's wrong? So, isn't it good if we treat them the same way we treat ordinary employees? Even if they are experts, they must have an identity card or something like that in the human world. When the time comes, we can use this as collateral. As long as they still want to live a normal life in the human world, We can conduct a loyalty test on this basis. Isn't that good? Lin Xian nodded. Yes, that's fine too. Anyway, Bai Xian has experience in this. Just leave it to her. We only need to know that when we need experts, we still have a lot of them. Murong Qing then said, according to your standards, 80% of the medicine I make is to increase the warrior's attributes by 5%, and 20% is to increase the purity of attributes by 10%. No problem. As for the rules, you can decide. I'll go back first. I'll come back tomorrow. Go ahead. Lin Xian let out a dry cough and walked away. Let's have a meal together? Murong Qing smiled and looked at Luo Chenxi. Oh, okay. Chapter 1235. On the other side, Lin Xian went to Ling Long Shue's place. They were not asleep yet, so Bing Lingyue was still with them. Bing Lingyue was playing with the cute little Shi. Yiren Bing was watching TV with her big belly. Poor Ling Long Shui. She was preparing hot pot. Of course, Ling Long Shui was there as well. That's right, they had only discovered hot pot not long ago. Oh my god. It was convenient, delicious, and tasty. They did not even have to worry about getting pimples. How could they get pimples when they were at such a high level? They just had to prepare some ingredients for hot pot and cook them around the table. It was much easier than cooking rice. It was also very delicious. They could cook rice if they wanted to eat it. So now, every night for a week, they had been eating hot pot. The girls might be more casual in other aspects, but they were very particular when it came to food. After coming to the human world, they only cared about food. Poor little Shi. She could only watch them eat delicacies every day. Sometimes, she would suck on her nine eye and look at the colorful food in their chopsticks with her big eyes. Her small mouth would move along with them and she would imagine that she was eating those delicacies too. Someone must have tortured Lingyue quite badly last night. Yiren Bing glanced at Lin Xian and said, Lin Xian. No, I didn't even touch her after we got home. Bing Lingyue. Oh? Then why does Lingyue smell like you? Lin Xian. Yiren Bing's lips curled up. Don't even think about it. We are monsters, so our sense of smell is naturally extremely sensitive. Even after bathing, we can still smell a deeper layer of smell. Her, hair, face, all sorts of places have a smell. Bing Lingyue blushed. Cough, cough, cough. Stop fooling around. Can't we have a good chat? Lin Xian smiled and sat beside Bing Lingyue. Then, he pulled Shi's hand and swung it around. Little girl, when will you grow up? Although little Shi was super cute now, Lin Xian really wanted her to grow up. At the very least, he wanted her to know how to walk and call him daddy. Wow. Just thinking about it made him excited. I should be able to crawl in 3 months, and I should be able to try walking in half a year. Ling Long Shui said. Smack. Lin Xian then suddenly kissed little Shi. Woo woo woo. Little Shi kept rubbing the spot where Lin Xian had kissed her, looking extremely disgusted. Not bad. This proves that this girl won't be easily tricked by a man in the future. Lin Xian said with a smile. How did you know? Yiren Bing asked with a smile. That's right. Didn't you see how she despises me, her biological father, for kissing her? I'm her biological father. If her biological father despises her, then don't you think other boys would despise her even more in the future? Lin Xian said very reasonably. What if Shi despises you? Impossible. Lin Xian then reached out to Shi. Ah woo. Then, Lin Xian was bitten again. The food is ready. Let's eat together. Ling Long Shui said to Lin Xian. Okay, let's eat. I'll carry Shi. Then, poor Shi was tempted by Lin Xian with all kinds of food. She felt like she could eat it, but Lin Xian wouldn't let her eat. She was very angry. On the other side, Zhao Mengyue brought the food she bought to Linya. Linya now had a head of snow-white hair. The only difference from before was that this head of snow-white hair caused her aura to change completely. Eat some. Although I can't give you a normal life while you're with me, I'll do my best to make you like an ordinary person. At the very least, I can guarantee you 3 meals a day. Zhao Mengyue said. Linya lifted her head. Her eyes were still the same as before. Linya then took the chopsticks and ate the food in small bites. Oh right, I met Lin Xian just now. Linya's delicate body suddenly trembled. How is he? He. Of course he asked about you. Zhao Mingyue's mouth arced upwards. And then there's nothing. What, you killed over 1,000 people yesterday. You're no longer the Linya from before. You're now a murderer who will be wanted by the entire human race and the 3 major factions. Do you think you can still go back? Don't think about it. Just follow me with peace of mind. Zhao Mingyue's mouth arced upwards. Linya slightly tightened her grip on the chopsticks. I understand. She then let out a long sigh of relief. Also, if there's a chance, I'll definitely let you meet Lin Xian. But I don't want you to meet him, at least not now. After eating, we should get back to work. Zhao Mengyue glanced at a person in the corner who was tied up. His mouth was sealed with tape, and he was struggling non-stop. Make him quiet down. Zhao Mengyue said indifferently. The next instant, Linya's delicate body erupted with power, and that person was instantly sealed in ice. After eating, the 2 women dragged the tied-up person to a place. This was a very deep place, as if it was somewhere in an ancient tomb. The space in front of them was extremely large, and there was a shallow layer of water below. Countless bats flew out, but they were all instantly sealed in ice by Linya's power. The most eye-catching thing was that there was a beautiful and magnificent coffin suspended in midair with 4 chains tied to it. Rip. Zhao Mengyue tore off the tape on the man's mouth. Who are you? Why did you capture me? Let me go. Let me go. The man was terrified. Zhao Mengyue's lips rose slightly. Don't you like to drink blood? Your sister, your father, and your mother's blood were all drunk by you, right? The man's pupils suddenly shrank. Linya frowned. You, who are you? How did you know? Zhao Mengyue then laughed. Since you have such a perverted hobby, I'll fulfill your wish. In the future, you don't have to be so scared when drinking blood. You can brazenly drink it. Become a blood demon, do it. Whoosh, Linya pulled him and flew directly to the top of the coffin. Then, she opened the lid and stuffed that person inside, standing on top of it. Ah! A heart-wrenching scream came from the coffin. The entire coffin trembled non-stop, and soon, it gradually calmed down. Bang! An arm covered in blood runes reached out from the coffin. Boom! The coffin shattered. Then, the man stood in the void with bloodshot eyes. Not bad. Not bad at all. Zhao Mengyue's lips rose slightly. Next. Chapter 1236. When Lin Xian returned home, Bing Lingyue went to sleep. Lin Xian didn't disturb her. He sat on the sofa alone and looked at everything. Then, he went to Lin Ya's room. Everything here had not been touched. Everything that belonged to her was here. Yes, Lin Xian knew that Linya was with Zhao Mengyue. However, Lin Xian also knew how disgusting this woman was. To be honest, even if Lin Xian knew that this was Linya's good fortune, he didn't want her to follow Zhao Mengyue. Didn't he want Linya to come back? Of course he did. However, Lin Xian didn't have a choice. He really didn't have a choice. If he had Linglong Shui or Linglong Shui by his side, they would definitely be able to take down Zhao Mengyue. For example, if he met Zhao Mengyue today, if he had Linglong Shui by his side, how could she escape? Even if she had a way to escape, all space was nothing in front of Linglong Shui. But there wasn't. Linglong Shui wasn't by his side. Did he have to let Linglong Shui follow him every day just to find Zhao Mengyue? How could that be possible? Little fairy, what are you doing now? Lin Xian lay on Lin Ya's bed with his eyes closed. Suddenly, Lin Xian got up. He thought of Lin Ya's diary. He wondered if she had written any more stories ever since she had gotten the diary. Lin Xian opened her drawer and took out the diary that had been there for some time. Then, he opened it to that page. Sure enough, after Lin Ya got the diary, she continued to write short stories every day. Lin Xian slowly flipped through the pages, looking at each diary and each story. Just as he was about to flip to the next page, Lin Xian suddenly paused and flipped back to the previous page. The story was simple. Today, they, along with Ling Long Shui and the others, had gathered at Drunken Pavilion for a meal. It was a tavern that held a lot of meaning to her, and she did not expect the owner to be the son of the orphanage's old principal. They had played with him many times when they were young. The food was delicious, and the owner was a kind person. Unfortunately, Lin Xian was drunk that night, but he was a very trustworthy friend. Why did Lin Xian pay special attention to this? The reason was simple. 2 exclamation marks. That's right, there were 2 exclamation marks behind it. Lin Xian then flipped to the front and flipped to the last few pages. He discovered something very, very incredible. In the entire diary, only this part had 2 exclamation marks. Lin Ya was a meticulous person. Otherwise, she would not have been able to start a company and manage the Art Pavilion group. Moreover, she was very serious. And what was the most important thing to Lin Ya? It was Lin Xian. The entire diary, including the following pages, contained countless stories about Lin Xian. No matter how sad or happy they were, there was no place with 2 exclamation marks. But here, was it a coincidence? No. Lin Xian did not think so. Perhaps it was, but Lin Xian needed to confirm it. Because he was puzzled. After putting on his clothes, Lin Xian directly ran out. Fortunately, Drunken Pavilion closed at 2 in the evening. Lin Xian rushed in. "Handsome, what's the matter?" At this moment, the cashier was a 20-year-old girl. "Sister, where's your boss?" The boss left after collecting the money at 7 or 8. "Do you need something from the boss?" Lin Xian nodded. "Yes, I need something. Could you give me a call?" "Yes, the cooperation number is the boss's." Lin Xian glanced at it and quickly dialed the number. It rang for a while before it was picked up. "Who is it?" "Brother, I'm Lin Xian." "Lin Xian?" The voice was puzzled. "I don't know you. My sister is Lin Ya. We're from Dawn Orphanage." The other side was stunned. "So that's how it is. I saw your sister a while ago. What's the matter?" Lin Xian hurriedly asked, "Did my sister say anything to you?" "Just a few days ago." The other side paused. "She didn't say anything, but 2 nights ago, a little girl ran in with a stone. She said a beautiful sister called Dawn gave it to me and told me to keep it. I'm guessing it's Lin Ya? What's the matter?" Lin Xian's eyes flashed. "Nothing, brother." "Where's the stone?" "It's in my shop. It's in the foot cabinet at the front desk of Drunken Pavilion. I threw it in there." "Thank you." Lin Xian hurriedly hung up. "Beauty, can you see if there's a stone in the foot cabinet?" Oh. Then, the little beauty opened it and took out an ordinary-looking stone and handed it to Lin Xian. "Thanks." Lin Xian took the stone and walked out. It was a very ordinary stone, about the size of a palm. There didn't seem to be anything special about it, but Lin Xian didn't think so. Schwa with a thought, Lin Xian unsheathed the holy sword in his hand and directly split the stone in half. As expected, Lin Xian picked up the stone. There were 4 words carved on it. 12 demon gods. As for how it got in, it wasn't important. It wasn't difficult. Just by releasing inner strength, one could carve the words without damaging the surface. There was no need to doubt it. This was left behind by Lin Ya. Zhao Mengyue must have restricted her freedom, including not being able to use mobile phones or any other electronic devices. She must be with Lin Ya at all times. When she went out to do things, she must be with Lin Ya. Or perhaps she had some way to prevent Lin Ya from doing anything. But Lin Ya was smart. As long as she followed Zhao Mengyue, as long as she seized the slightest opportunity, she would have a chance. Yes, Linya couldn't betray her. She didn't dare. But sometimes, she still had to seize the opportunity to do something. What did that diary actually mean? It meant that Linya had foresight. It couldn't be called foresight. It was a kind of worry. She knew that Lin Xian would provoke a lot of enemies outside, or perhaps the Ye Xian group's enemies. It would be difficult for them to deal with Lin Xian, so she would become the target of Lin Xian's enemies. Linya realized this a long time ago, so she had a trick up her sleeve. She didn't want to tell Lin Xian about her worries because it would make Lin Xian worried. So she didn't tell Lin Xian. If there was such a day, she hoped that Lin Xian would find out about what she had left behind. She definitely wouldn't let Lin Xian's enemies know about it. The thing she had left behind was actually very difficult to find. She didn't have much hope. She just did it tentatively because she wasn't sure if something would happen to her. This diary had too much to do with Lin Xian. She also knew that if something happened to her, Lin Xian would definitely read this. So, Lin Xian and Lin Ya's tacit understanding and familiarity with each other over the years were not just for show. Chapter 1237. Lin Xian didn't need to think too much. Linya must have found an opportunity to stay here. The boss said that a little lowly ran in to deliver the stone. It must have been when Linya and Zhao Mengyue were in Lin and City. Linya found an opportunity for Zhao Mengyue to leave and found a little lowly by the roadside. Linya didn't talk about anything else, including her own matters. Instead, she talked about the 12 demon gods. Lin Xian rubbed his chin. Surveillance video? Lin Xian thought about it. It was a little difficult. Zhao Mengyue didn't have many people who knew what she looked like. Moreover, her appearance was always changing. That was why she could walk around the city unscrupulously. If she brought Linya along, Linya must be in disguise. It was useless to check the surveillance video. That was indeed the case. If Linya didn't disguise herself, her snow-white hair would be enough to leave an impression on everyone who saw her. Linya didn't talk about her situation. Instead, she talked about the 12 demon gods. Although Linya didn't say anything else and only mentioned the 12 demon gods, the information revealed was that she was fine. She stayed there to do more things and provide more information. This was Lin Xian's understanding of Linya. Lin Xian frowned. He didn't know much about this. Lin Xian went back and used his phone to search on Baidu. The things he found on Baidu were all fanciful things. There was even content from cartoons. He couldn't believe it at all. Are there still demons in this world? Lin Xian felt that this world was getting more and more mysterious. Back at home, Bing Lingyue sat on the sofa and looked at Lin Xian. What's wrong? Didn't you go back to your room to sleep? Lin Xian looked at Bing Lingyue and sat beside her. He put the stone on the coffee table. I heard you rushing out. I don't know if anything happened. Bing Lingyue said softly. Lin Xian felt a warmth in his heart. I just found some traces of my sister. Bing Lingyue quickly asked, What did you find? Lin Xian shook his head. Nothing specific. My sister left this behind. Lin Xian pointed at the stone. Bing Lingyue took a look at it. The 12 demon gods? She frowned and looked at Lin Xian. Yeah, it's probably very difficult to find my sister's whereabouts. They might even spend most of their time away from the city, and that Zhao Mengyue must be keeping a close eye on my sister. However, the information my sister left behind was about other things and not her safety, so there shouldn't be any problems. The key now is, what are these 12 demon gods? Lin Xian looked at Bing Lingyue in confusion. Are there demons in this world? Bing Lingyue shook her head. I'm not sure. Demons seem to exist. Demons, demons, demons. It can't be a groundless rumor. In my memory, there were demons who wreaked havoc in the world. But it seemed to be the demon clan or the resentful spirits. I've never seen the so-called demon clan. Lin Xian thought for a while. Zhao Mengyue might be looking for the 12 demon gods. I think I know who to ask. Let's go to bed. Lin Xian kissed her before returning to his room. After returning to his room, Lin Xian opened WeChat and dialed Morong Feng, Morong Yu's father. As the master of the Holy Palace, he was very familiar with this kind of thing. After sending the message, Morong Feng replied to Lin Xian almost instantly in the middle of the night. Uncle Morong, you're still awake? Lin Xian greeted him symbolically. Morong Feng typed a word. Do you think that with my position, I can still work at 6 in the morning and get off work at 6 in the evening? What's the matter? Lin Xian asked. I want to ask about the 12 demon gods. Does Uncle Morong know? Morong Feng immediately called him on WeChat. Why are you asking this question? Morong Feng asked curiously. Does Uncle Morong know? Lin Xian asked. Morong Feng thought for a moment, then nodded. Of course I know. They're demons that existed in ancient times. It's unimaginable how long ago they were. Lin Xian was speechless. Damn it! Ancient times? How long ago was that? No one on Sky Blue Planet had survived from that time, right? That long ago? Uncle Morong, I need to know more about the 12 demon gods. I suspect that someone is plotting against them. What? On the other side, Morong Feng was aghast. Wait, I'll go look for the information left behind by the Morong family's ancestor. After about 5 minutes, Morong Feng returned to the table and sat down, flipping through the ancient book. There are very few records regarding the 12 devil gods because they are too ancient. However, my Morong family has been passed down for thousands of years and can be considered as one of the most ancient families. The things that we have come into contact with might be the most. Regarding the 12 devil gods, Morong Feng flipped through the book and said, It's rumored that in ancient times, at least 50,000 years ago, the human race was only a very ordinary creature on the continent. The rulers of the continent were countless demons. However, during that time, although there weren't many humans, they were extremely prosperous. That was because that time was called the Age of Gods. Lin Xian frowned. The older the time, the more it was called the Age of Gods. Could it be the same as Earth's Yao Xuanyu's time? During Yao Xuanyu's time, legend said that they were all gods, including Pangu, Nuwa, and so on. However, there were also records that they were just humans. They were just a little more powerful and had great achievements. Because he had been exposed to cultivation and there was also cultivation on Earth, Lin Xian was sure that Yao Xuanyu and the other two weren't ordinary people. They were peak existences. They might not be gods, but they were close to them. During that time, the entire continent's heaven and earth spiritual energy was extremely prosperous. There were countless heavenly Tao realm existences. The demons were at their peak, and the demons were at their peak. Humans and demons were fighting for territory every minute and every second. It was also during that time that 12 heaven-defying existences appeared one after another in 500 years. They were called the 12 demon gods. Lin Xian stroked his chin. That is to say, they weren't demons? Morong Feng shook his head. From what I read in the records, they might have been demons or even humans. There was no mention of demons, but I'm not sure if demons really exist. It has never been proven. They might have been terrifying existences with special powers that appeared among the demons or humans. Because they brought disaster to the world, they were called demon gods. Lin Xian was enlightened. So that's how it is. Morong Feng then said, according to ancient records, there were a total of 12 of them. They all had different abilities. Later on... Wait. Morong Feng suddenly discovered something inconceivable. Chapter 1238. After more than 10 seconds, Morong Feng then said in shock, according to the ancient records, a person called Di Lin appeared later on. I'm not too clear about who he is or how he came about. There are probably no records. It only says that this existence called Di Lin gathered 12 demon gods who had various abilities and brought calamity to the common people. Only then were they officially called the 12 demon gods. They began to form a force. Murong Fong looked and continued. The purpose of their force was to eradicate all life in the world and reform the continent. The demon race, the human race, and other races were forced into a corner by the increasingly powerful 12 demon gods. The various powers of the 12 demon gods could even slaughter 1,000,000 people with a single thought. They were unstoppable. Lin Xian. What happened later on? Lin Xian asked. Later on, in history, the human race and the demon race formed an alliance for the first time. Under the leadership of 8 experts from an organization called the Light Sacred Altar, the demon race, under the leadership of several demon gods, launched a counterattack against the 12 demon gods and Di Lin's forces for the first time. At the end of the war, the experts of the human race and the demon race almost fell. In the end, under the witness of the human race and the demon race, the last remaining expert of the 8 Light Sacred Altar led the 12 demon gods and Di Lin to seal them. The records end here. When Murong Fong saw this, he also took a deep breath. Previously, he had glanced at this thing but didn't look at it too much. This time, after he finished reading the records, he also felt a little terrified. The main thing was that Lin Xian had just asked about this thing. He even said that someone might be plotting against the 12 demon gods. This was simply shocking. Lin Xian, how did you get the news that someone is plotting against the 12 demon gods? As for whether or not the 12 demon gods have been sealed and what the situation is, I'm afraid that no one in the entire human race knows. We can only find records in a few ancient records. This kind of information can't be spoken carelessly. Murong Fong asked nervously. Lin Xian touched the tip of his nose and muttered, I think it should be true. As for who it is, it could be the evil fiend Hall, or it could be a person. This is going to be difficult. The entire human race doesn't know anything about where the 12 demon gods are sealed. The ancient books only record that the last severely wounded expert of the Holy Altar of Light left everyone's sight to seal the 12 demon gods and Di Lin. No one knows what happened after that. How did others know? Murong Fong was truly helpless. This era could be considered as the human race beginning to flourish once again, but it might take 100 years. And it just so happened that their relationship with the Fae was extremely strained. Under such circumstances, no one could stop a third faction from finding information about the 12 fiend celestial seals through trickery. I'm not sure either, but I think Uncle Murong should be more careful. Murong Fong frowned. He refused to believe that Lin Xian would make baseless claims. He must have discovered something for him to contact him in the middle of the night. Lin Xian, if it's really the 12 fiend celestials, the implications of this matter are huge. It's said that the 12 fiend celestials are actually at the heavenly Tao realm. It's nothing much, but what makes them powerful is their miraculous powers. It's likely that according to the records, one of the fiend celestials has an extremely powerful and special pupil. It can instantly strip the souls of all living creatures in its vision before absorbing them. Lin Xian, there's also a fiend celestial that can guide blood. It can instantly extract the blood of all living creatures in a large area. If a fiend celestial of this level were to appear in one of our cities, it would instantly slaughter millions. That's the most terrifying part. Lin Xian was secretly appalled. What sort of powers were these? In short, it's extremely terrifying. It's said that they have been sealed. Of course, they are dead. The 12 fiend celestials have all been killed, but it's unknown why they still need to be sealed. It's possible that they are sealing the 12 special powers in their bodies, but if someone inherits the special powers in the 12 fiend celestials' bodies, that's also possible. Murong Fong said. Lin Xian pondered slightly. All right, I'll pay attention to this matter. If there's any news, I'll definitely contact Uncle Murong immediately. Murong Fong said, Do you have any news? Lin Xian nodded. Yes, but I can't do anything for the time being. Evil Fiend Celestial Temple, is it? Sigh, this Evil Fiend Celestial Temple is quite difficult to find. I'll increase the number of soldiers in Lin and City. Murong Fong said. All right. Following that, Lin Xian hung up the phone. The current situation was that Lin Xian wanted to look for that senior of the Fiend Celestial race to see if she could help with the divination, but was it possible? Lin Xian didn't know. He could only wait until tomorrow to ask Linglong Shui. This matter was related to the human race, and also related to Linya. Lin Xian had to pay attention to it. The next morning, Lin Xian prepared breakfast for them. After eating, he went to Linglong Shui's place. The 12 Fiend Celestials? Linglong Shui pondered for a moment. It's been passed down in the family. Yi Renbing looked at Lin Xian and said. Then what happened? Yi Renbing shook her head. I don't know. It said that a human powerhouse who knew how to seal was responsible for sealing the 12 Fiend Celestials in 12 different places. After that, there's no news. Are you saying that someone has designs on the 12 Fiend Celestials? Lin Xian nodded, and it's the person who kidnapped my sister. So I want to see if we should go to that senior of the Fiend Celestial race who knows how to divine and ask. Lin Xian looked at Linglong Shui. Linglong Shui said, when this senior divined your sister's situation, she must have already known about it. But she didn't mention it, probably because she thought they would fail. Lin Xian frowned and thought carefully. That seemed to be the case. After all, Linya was related to them, and they were related to the 12 Fiend Celestials. That senior should know about it, so they would fail? Well, since you said so, then let's leave it to fate. Lin Xian sighed. He just didn't know what little fairy was doing now. Your top priority now isn't this, but to improve your strength. You're not even a heavenly venerable yet. If that day really comes, you need to at least have the ability to fight against your enemies. Linglong Shui looked at Lin Xian and said. Lin Xian nodded. I know. After today, I'll go to the martial arts academy and try to advance to the heavenly venerable realm in a week. Lin Xian let out a long sigh of relief. He could only wait and see if he had the chance to encounter this in the future. Now, he needed to go to the Art Pavilion group to attend the press conference. After this matter was over, Lin Xian went directly to the martial arts academy. He didn't care if he had a mission or not. Even if he didn't have one, he had to constantly improve his realm. Chapter 1239. The lobby of the Yaxuan group had been decorated. At this moment, hundreds of reporters were waiting anxiously. Since the Yaxuan group was releasing major news, these reporters would naturally squeeze their way over. Some small reporters were not even qualified to enter because there were too many reporters. The controversy surrounding the Yaxuan group was simply too big. Any random thing could be used for all kinds of interviews, not to mention that the Yaxuan group had specially held a press conference for this. This was definitely a major event. At this moment, Lin Xian, Luo Chenxi, and Murong Qing were backstage. There was no one else. The others might be preparing other things. Okay, I roughly know what you're talking about. Leave it to me. Murong Qing nodded and said, then walked out. Luo Chenxi shrugged her shoulders. Am I still going? Anything is fine. Great Beauty Murong can handle it alone. It just so happens that I don't want to show my face. Luo Chenxi said helplessly. She, Luo Chenxi, was also a big star. Although she had retired from the entertainment industry for a long time, she had always been a hot topic. If she went out, there would be even more controversy. You just have to be my tool. Lin Xian grinned. Tool? A tool for you to have sex? Cough, cough. No, a tool for work. Lin Xian said awkwardly. Okay. On the other side, after Murong Qing came out, there were clicks and countless flashes on her body. Murong Qing was naturally incomparably used to this. Standing there, Murong Qing smiled slightly and said, Thank you all for attending my company's press conference. Clap, clap, clap. Then, there was a round of applause. In addition to the reporters, this press conference was also live broadcast. Miss Murong, may I ask if the Yaxuan group is going to release a new invention for this press conference? Yes, yes. The Yaxuan group has held a total of 3 press conferences since its opening. The first was when it first opened. The second was when the virus appeared. This is the third time. The entire mainland is paying attention to the Yaxuan group. Yes. Now that the Yeshien Group has a very good response among the public, what new invention will the Yeshien Group release this time that will shock the world? The reporters were discussing crazily one after another. Morong Ching smiled and said, "Everyone, don't ask first. Let's move on to the question and answer session later. There are two main reasons for this press conference." Hearing Morong Ching's words, everyone quieted down. All the cameras were focused on her. The first thing is that Yeshien Group is now officially involved in the pharmaceutical industry. A reporter said, "The Yeshien Group has already developed a drug to restore the entire continent when the virus was raging. I believe that the medical standards of the Yeshien Group can be recognized by everyone." Morong Ching smiled and nodded. "Thank you for everyone's recognition. At present, the Yeshien Group will not launch other therapeutic drugs for the time being. The first drug to be launched is a drug similar to the previous physique improvement potion." Hearing Morong Ching's words, the entire group of reporters and everyone who was watching the live broadcast were all excited. The Yeshien Group's gene enhancement medicine had really set off a craze in the mainland. Was it a new type of medicine this time? What is the effect of this potion? A reporter asked. Morong Ching smiled and said, "It's very simple this time. After taking it, it can permanently increase the speed, physique, strength and other attributes of a warrior or an ordinary person. And just like before, there are no side effects. It doesn't overlap with the previous gene enhancement medicine." Hiss. Hearing Morong Ching's words, everyone was shocked once again. That's right, this was developed by teacher Zhang Zhehan. It was the gene potion that was secretly developed by the Ouyang family in Tiandu to control others. But this time, the part that controlled others was removed. Only the gene that could improve everyone's comprehensive strength was left. There were no side effects, but there would be no effect if taken more. In fact, it was even stronger than the gene potion that was exchanged. This caused a frenzy all of a sudden. Taking something that could improve one's attributes in all aspects was simply an unexpected gain. Then how much will it improve this time? How will the price be set? Morong Ching said, "The comprehensive improvement this time is more than 5 times more than the previous gene potion." Hiss. Hearing Morong Ching's words, everyone sucked in a breath of cold air. Was this Yeshien Group a god? But the price will naturally be higher. It's about 4 times the price of the previous potion. That's still very acceptable. The improvement of all attributes is 5 times more than the previous potion, and the price is only 4 times higher. Oh my god! Yeshien Group is really a company with a conscience. Not only that, during the virus outbreak, Yeshien Group turned the tide and gave out all the potions for free. This has already proved that Yeshien Group is the most conscientious company in the whole continent. There is a reason for them to make money and their rapid development. Perhaps Yeshien Group was the only company in the whole continent that would receive good reviews even if they increased the price. Then may I ask Miss Morong, how much of the potion can be provided this time? Morong Ching smiled and said, "For the time being, it can provide the needs of an empire. Later on, research and development will be done. It only needs time, and it will definitely guarantee that you will have what you want." That's great. Ordinary people can also take it. That's great. Then Miss Morong, what's the second thing? That's right, Miss Morong. A long time ago, Yeshien Group said that the potion that can improve the purity of a warrior's attributes hasn't been developed yet. This is something that many people have been asking about. Morong Ching smiled and said, "The second thing is exactly what you asked." That's right, the second thing is that the potion to improve the purity of a warrior's attributes has been developed. What? It's really developed. This news had thoroughly shaken the entire continent. Ordinary warriors who wanted to improve the purity of their attributes could only find various spiritual treasures of various attributes to absorb. Now, a company was telling you that the potion they developed could improve the purity of your attributes. How exaggerated was that? Many people in front of their phones and computers were already ready to pick up their phones to buy it. It's just a pity that this kind of potion to improve the purity of attributes can't be developed and manufactured in large quantities like other potions. The high cost is one reason, and the second reason is the scarcity of raw materials. You're tuning in to the Narrate and Escape YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe and join us on this journey to catch the most captivating stories.